Hello and welcome to Down the Vent. My name's Joe.
I'm Matt.
I'm Steve.
I'm Josh.
And tonight we are playing the 10th anniversary Jumbo Edition of
Containers.
The game of containers.
Container. No
Yep.
S, right? Is there an
Wow.
S?
I don't know.
But there's
Anyways.
more than one.
There's more than one container in this game.
Container.
Josh grabbed this game a while ago with the CO2 second edition Kickstarter.
Yep.
And he was so fast, nobody could catch him before he got out those doors. So
Yep. The pieces are huge and heavy. So if someone
Unlike
gets
Josh.
stabbed, if
Yes.
someone gets stabbed with one of these, it will hurt.
It would suck.
And in this,
Wouldn't be sharp.
the basics of this game is to get the most money, right?
Right. It's points between the combination of money and fulfilling what's on your special card that everybody got one individually of.
Yeah. Container value cards because they're
Yeah.
worth value.
Yep.
Steve already tried that. That's not.
I agree,
Not a
Steve.
speedboat.
It's a speed freighter.
It's one big engine.
So Josh is going to explain the game real quick on how to play it.
Ish.
Not everything, because there's a lot going on in this game.
Yeah, not really.
It's like Power Grid on water.
It is kind of.
Sure.
Because
A little bit,
It's
yeah.
fairly straightforward,
Yes.
but there's a lot to it.
So in the game, pretty much what we're trying to do is get containers to the island to supply the island with containers. So on your turn, you can build more machines or build more warehouses, or you can make your machines produce more containers. You can purchase containers from other people's machine area. I forget what that area is called. The
Factory?
manufacturing
Factory area, we'll call it. Yeah.
So I could buy Joe's for $2, and then I would put it into my shipping area,
Right.
and then somebody else would boat there, boop, 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 because you can never boat to your own, and then buy said container for that price. And then it would go onto your boat, and then you can ship off later to the island. And then there'll be an auction where everybody, you're pretty much auctioning off your whole entire shipment.
I thought your container was sideways, and I was going to question your shipping methods.
Well, I mean, sometimes it happens. You just tip it over, all the stuff
I
inside.
wouldn't trust Josh's shipping methods, that's for sure.
This is how I would ship
There's
things.
a lot of Josh's
You could fit
methods.
twice as many.
Yep.
There are many Josh's
right
methods
there.
that are suspect. Let's
Uh,
I mean,
mean-
look, it fits perfectly.
Ish. These aren't legit sized containers.
A real container would be fine like that.
Yes, it would be.
Yeah.
People build houses that way out of containers. They do. Have you never seen Container Homes? It's a new,
Yes.
It's a new show.
Yep.
Anyways, so pretty much once you get to the island, there's an auction phase, and whoever's the highest bidder wins the whole entire boat lot. Or you can say, I want to buy it myself and bid the same amount of money and keep it for yourself.
ha ha ha.
The one thing about that is if somebody bids, $10 and they pay you $10, the island will subsidize and pay you $10 also. So it's a way of getting in a bunch of money. Whereas if you pay the $10, the subsidy goes to the government,
Brokers.
the brokers.
Yep.
I call it the government.
They're called brokers in the thing. That's the only reason why I
Yep.
say it. Because technically, that's all they're doing. That's why they're literally brokering deals between other existing cargo companies that
Yep.
aren't us and people who want to.
So besides those actions, so you can buy a warehouse or machine, you can buy containers from somebody else's harbor store, you can produce containers from your factory, you can sail and buy or sail and
Are we just
Auction?
producing empty containers?
maybe. We're selling that fresh oxygen from Japan.
Maybe that's what's happening.
or you can broker.
We're
That would be
producing-
the last thing.
Yes, that's what I was gonna get at. You
Yep,
can
yep.
Joe interrupted me,
I was just
or you
wondering
can or you
if
can
Joe
call the
interrupted me.
broker.
I need to know why.
It's not the
So
first time.
calling the broker, you can decide to either bid for containers with money, or you can bid for money with containers.
Exactly.
And you can do any level that you want. When you buy with containers, the containers get put down here from top down. Money gets from top down. When you do win containers, though, they go down here into your shipping yard, and you have to go pick them up.
But anybody can technically pick them up.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
see that.
anybody from any. Yeah, I'm almost sure in the
I
thing
didn't
because I'm
think
pretty
so.
sure other people bought from other people's thing.
I don't think so.
I might be wrong on that,
Yeah.
but
Because it's your you want it, and it's going into your warehouse down
Did
there.
he start in the ocean?
Again, I
or
might be
just-
They
wrong,
do
but I
start
thought-
in the ocean.
Yeah.
They do start in the
Let's
ocean.
see.
yeah, they're not in any of your ports. An action is sailing, and sailing is moving into a port out of a port to sea or to the island.
Or to
Or
this
these.
is a port. As
Yeah,
well.
that's a
Yeah,
port technically as well, right? So if you are in port and you want to get to an island, it'll take 2 movements, 2 actions, 1 to get out, 1 to get there. On your turn, you get 2 actions.
If you there is one thing I forgot. If you produce containers, you have to pay the union boss, which is the person to your right, $1.
Right.
$1.
Right.
And the bidding for the island is an auction bid, and we do all have 2 zeros, so you can kind of fake bid.
That way you can put down a card even if you don't want to bid. Just so you
Correct.
don't like if say I want it and you guys don't. If I see neither of you putting cards down, I'll be like, oh well, okay.
I
well,
can get it for real cheap.
Yeah, I can get it for cheaper. Well, unless Josh.
But
wants it,
that's the killer part
Yeah.
about it is at the end when we do this part of the auction, as it comes around to the last person, the person who actually put their ship there, they're the last person that gets to try and bid or to do whatever, and they get to see what everybody else chose to pay, whoever gets the highest, and they can choose to not to instead buy it themselves and put it off. But again, that removes money from the economy as opposed to adding money into as opposed to the
Yep.
other ways where you get an influx of extra money through the substitutes.
And at the end of the game, we all have secret hidden cards that tell us what each container is worth
for us individually.
for us individually. Pretty much
secret.
the top one is worth 10. The next one is worth 5 or 10, and the way that you make it a 10 is if you have all 5 color or all.
Right.
Is it 5?
All
1, 2, 3.
all 5
All
colors,
5
yeah.
colors of the containers. I don't want to see what Joe's is.
Right.
Cheats.
So it's yours.
Right. But the other thing that's very important to know about that is at the end, after you've determined if all 5 colors, the first thing you do after that is whatever container type that you have the most of
You
gets
throw.
removed.
Yep.
So if you have 3 blue and
Yeah,
2 or less of everything else, you
Yeah.
remove all your blue.
blue
Yep,
doesn't
yep.
matter what. If you're tied, you get to choose unless the tie is between
The 5-10
the
one.
5-10 one and anything else. You must choose the 5-10 one to get rid of.
Yep.
Right.
Right. And that's very important because it's real easy to go, oh, I'm in great shape. Oh, no, I didn't. I jacked myself completely up.
Yep.
So,
All right.
So the first player in this game is the last person who has captained a ship.
Captained?
Captain a ship.
I've never.
I've not.
I-
Like not even like a little boat on the.
I mean, if
lake?
you yeah, I was gonna say if you count being on a lake, that would have been 2.5 years ago. That would be in the most recent time that I did something like that.
In 1920.
I mean,
No, Sonny,
Steve
1930.
goes first,
In
then
the
he captained the
20s,
ship.
I was too busy doing the jiggity boos.
Wow. Steve's opinions do not reflect the opinions of Down Levent.
That's the Indian dance. What are you talking about?
Commence the jiggling.
Yeah. The Jigglypuff. And put people to sleep.
see,
I say Steve goes first then.
yeah, that sounds
I don't know
good.
what you're
that's
doing.
fine.
I was pulling up Schwazi.
Oh.
You can do that if you want.
No.
I don't want. I
You're
don't
good.
want.
Steve's, oh, Captain, my Captain.
Yep,
Take your turn.
you-
Woohoo!
2 actions.
Okay,
Yep, 2
I
actions.
have 2 actions.
Wait, pre-turn actions. Do
How
we
much
do?
money do we start with?
No.
$20.
$20 each.
Yes.
Yeah.
$20 hairs.
Yeah, 20 total. All right.
Yep, pre-action, so there are pre-turn actions. So if you have any loans, which you can get a $10 loan, you have to pay $1 interest for every round that you keep that loan. You can have up to 2 loans in this game. And
You can
then,
only have up to 2.
yes, you can have only up to
Yeah.
2 loans in this game.
Per person.
That's really odd. Because
In
there
that-
were other people that.
That might be the original game. In this game with this.
No,
you
this
don't.
like literally when I saw
Yep.
them, they were taking more than 2 loans at the thing.
Yeah.
Is there only 2 loans per person that come out as being possible to be bought?
Maybe.
Is that what it is? Because they definitely look
No,
like they
they
were
said
taking more
they
than
said
2.
max of 2.
Yeah, there's.
All right. Well, anyways,
A player can never have more than 2 loan cards.
interesting.
Yeah.
I'm almost sure that they had more.
They
maybe
played
they-
wrong.
Yeah,
They
Well,
they
maybe
played
they
right.
didn't actually have more than 2. I didn't pay close enough attention to
But-
whether or not they ever
So
had more than 2.
so if
Yeah.
you do so if you do have 2, then you have to pay $2 to.
Right. And you
the
can
bit-
take a loan at any
Yep.
point, but you
Yep.
can only pay a loan back off during your turn.
Yep.
And only after you've paid the interest on the loan at least once.
Yep.
So if you haven't done that at least once, you can't.
The other pre-turn action is if you had bid on the broker auction the previous turn, you would then win that.
All
if
right. So I'm going to spend 6, and I'm going to get. Is this the color nobody has? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the color nobody
Yeah,
has. I knew
sure.
that was one. So I'm going to get another factory there.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to.
Dance.
too much booty in the pants.
That was the front.
Pants,
though, you
pants.
Ooh, a little bit of back pain.
I'm going to.
For those of you watching, are you going to Gen Con this year? If so, are there any events that you're planning to do? Because event registration is coming up very soon.
Next weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so, and we're looking for events. So if there's a cool one you find, let us know in the comments quickly.
Yeah. Sorry that we're not live streaming. We had internet problems also.
It's mostly Joe's fault.
I don't know.
I agree. He should plug in his cable.
I will. I'll run the cable up the drill hole in the ground. The floor of my upstairs bedroom, whatever
You
office.
could caulk it later.
Yeah. Just leave it until we put a new floor in.
Yeah. I mean, just put it
Alright.
behind your desk. You're never going to see it in the mixture of the rest of the cables.
And then I'm going to spend.
I mean, you could put an actual outlet in the wall and then run it and make it look nice. But it's not hard to do.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
going to spend 2 more to Joe to get that.
Oh!
Make money, money, make money, 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 make money, money, make money, money. I'm the richest of
Your
us
turn.
all now. I'm
So
winning.
you don't have to be at a sport to buy that?
No.
No.
You buy to be at the port. You have to be at the port to offload this onto the ship. Yeah.
Here's $6. I'm also going to buy a machine. For my second action, I'm going to produce. So that means I have to pay Steve $1.
Yep.
Can I get a blue container and a yellow container?
This one.
Yeah.
That's purple. Okay, that's what I was.
Tan.
Saying.
I call blue.
And then this one.
Yeah.
Cream.
Okay.
There's no way that's green.
Cream.
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 Yeah, I thought you said green the first time
Oh,
you said it
cream.
too, and then it was after I saw what you said. Then it was
So-
like,
Jacking his
So,
prices
so
up
now
like
I
someone's gonna pay
can.
that.
So now I can change the prices of everything.
Creme.
Cream. Creme fraiche, please.
So I can hold up to 4 since I have 2 machines.
Who
You can
wants to
have
buy
2
your
times
crap?
the machines.
you can take that action and pay the 1 and not actually produce anything
Yep, you
else,
can
but to
just
rearrange
rearrange.
what
Yes,
the prices
yes.
of things are.
So that was my 2 actions.
Creme.
Mm.
Hi, Joe.
Did my containers.
I don't know what I want to do now.
And when you buy, you can buy as many as you want on like as one action. So you can buy.
Yeah.
But you have to remember, you can only store
One
as
per
one per
for
building.
this, 2 per that. That's what's confusing.
Ooh!
Woohoo!
And I mean, it makes most sense for me to buy from Josh.
Is there always
that?
4 for that?
No,
No.
4,
If you look at
5,
the
6,
corner,
7.
it's 4, then it's 5, then 6. Yeah. Yep. Same with these 6, then 9, then 12 at the
They're
for your
$3 each.
productions.
For what? These blues you want?
I don't want those.
You don't even have blues.
Purples, whatever you want to
I'll
call
pay
them.
Josh $6. I'll take 1 creme, 1 blue.
On crab?
One
What?
creme.
And again,
It's
they
interesting because you
and
now
they could go in different price
yeah,
ranges.
because
Yep.
you can't go to your own harbor. So,
Right.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Right, right.
Come get it,
and,
boys.
and you can't buy your own stuff and put it into your harbor,
Right.
so it's like that's the crux of the entire game, really.
It's like I
You
get
done?
it from somebody else,
That was my 2
and then I
actions.
put it out, and then somebody else steals it from me.
No, these secret cards, are they all different for sure?
Yeah.
Everybody's different. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Essentially, the makeup is there's like
Pretty much,
like,
there's 5 of them, and every person has a different top one.
So one of the different colors is the top one. So somebody's is missing, and you'll kind of have to pay attention to who's what. And again, remember, whatever ends up the most of on an island
6.
actually is problematic because that'll get thrown out.
Can I build the white one?
Sure thing.
Or gray?
Great.
Great.
I think they were commonly calling it gray.
Beige.
That was what they were calling
Oh,
beige,
stink bug.
actually.
Where'd that come from?
I don't know. I flicked them
Why are you
into
bringing
oblivion.
stink bugs in my house?
I have them
Jeez.
usually on me.
So,
Are you good?
what's
You
your
still
second
going?
No,
action?
I still have a second action.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
How much is it to
Green
produce?
giant.
$1.
$2, right? Or do you just have to pay?
One
No,
dollar.
one.
$1 no matter how many you have.
Right, and then you put right, and then you can produce up to whatever one of each of whatever you've got there.
Let's go crazy. I'm gonna pay 9. Right, then I can build another one.
You can.
Yep.
You certainly can. Which
I thought about doing that too.
Which color do you want to take?
Brown.
Can I do 2 the same color?
No.
No.
You can only have one of each color,
Yep.
or one of any color, and you can't. You obviously fill that last one. So.
Yep, because that's your shipping
Yeah.
I'll do
company.
Purple.
Purple.
Okay.
All right, Steve.
Alrighty.
Damn, I was really hoping these were stackable.
Like a hole in the bottom.
All right.
This is like a clearly different material than everything else. Or is the warehouse the same?
The warehouse.
The warehouse. So these are
Same.
made of wood, and then everything else is made out of resin. I thought that was
Made
kind
of
of weird,
wood.
also. I was like, why didn't they just? I'm sure making everything out of resin would have been expensive. I did a payment plan for this.
All right. I'm gonna do
They had a payment option,
That-
so
to produce.
Produce.
I'm gonna take that and that, and I'm gonna put that there, and yeah, and that there, and then. Um. And I'm going to come over to your port. And
so at this time he can now buy after his
Yes.
sale action.
oh wait, no, I'm wrong. I was going to do one thing. I'm not going to go to that point. I apologize.
Back out into the ocean.
Yeah.
Get your oil spill.
Damn BP.
Containers full of oil.
The container. It's not like drums. It's just it's leaking out constantly.
They cocked it.
There you go.
Ooh, raptors could be in one of these.
Yep, or a T-Rex. It'd be sketchy.
These might be too small. He's in this park.
Containers are like 50 feet, 60 feet.
How tall's a T-Rex, Joe?
Okay, Google. How tall is a T-Rex? They were as long as a
Here's
bus.
a summary from Science Daily.
Oh man.
The newly named Tyrannosauroid dinosaur, Susquehannosaurus hazelae, stood roughly 3 feet tall at the hip and was about 9 feet in length. The entire animal only marginally longer than just the skull of a fully
That's what I
grown
want, right?
Tyrannosaurus
That's-
rex.
that would get
According to
me-
Sterling Nesbitt,
Tyrannosaurus
I'd
Rex.
pay
We
money
got
to
the
get
wrong
containers,
dinosaur.
right? That's the way that's set, Josh.
What?
That setting so that I pay money to get containers, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, it's a new 3-foot tall relative of the Tyrannosaurus
How tall
Rex.
is a Tyrannosaurus Rex?
And I'm gonna put down a bit of 4.
Really?
What?
15 to 20 feet?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, they weren't super tall.
I mean, that's 4 times a man's
Well,
height.
if you remember in the second Jurassic
height.
Park, if you remember in the second
3
Jurassic
times your
Park,
height?
they actually brought them back in container ships.
Yeah.
They brought the Tyrannosaurus Rex. That's when they broke out and got in the little things.
Pay $4. Get me
What is the tallest dinosaur?
the long neck dude.
Sauroposeidon.
What else you gonna do?
What are you doing, Joe?
I'm trying to find good noises and I'm not finding anything.
18.5 meters.
I'm gonna pay you some money and
Taking 2 of the things.
yeah.
Okay.
2 containers.
Are these barges?
Yes, this would be a barge, I guess.
I found barge noises, but it's not great.
No, they're terrible. We don't need barge noises.
Terrible. I just wanted a ding ding and a with nothing. My turn?
Random boat
It's
noises.
like a foghorn.
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh, thank you. I'll look that up.
Leghorn.
Foghorn, leghorn. I say. Hey,
I need a container down here.
you're trying to charge $5 for those garbage ones?
You want like a
I don't want that warehouse.
Like
It's
just-
faded.
I'm what?
this is like a pirate ship.
Sleep on a pirate ship 8 hours?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
definitely no. Thanks, you guys.
Cruise ship white noise.
What would my second action to be?
Is that what a ship sounds like, Joe? On a cruise?
Yeah, pretty spot on.
Recorded live
It probably
What a
was.
at a ship.
Can I get the
You want to know what this is? 198,000 views. So.
Open
Black.
source boat
And,
noses.
and they have 1 million subscribers, so
Open source boat noises. I love it.
obviously they're doing better than us playing board games.
Yeah.
Producing should probably be a good idea.
Not really.
Yes, please. I need money.
How would that? Oh, it'd give you 1,
Yeah.
That way we can give Josh money.
2, 3, 4.
Hey, nobody's gonna. How much money did you put? It's already past my turn.
Oh crap!
How much money? What?
I
Did you
forgot
put?
about that. Yeah.
4.
He's gonna buy 2 containers for $4.
Where do they go?
They go down onto
Oh,
my
that's right,
section
you have
down
to ship
there.
over to
Well,
get
I'm
them.
gonna have
I
to
guess
ship
he's
over
gonna
and
do
get
a
it.
good deal.
And
Yeah.
if I'm gonna and I have and the thing about it is
think
I
that-
actually have to have the
It's one of each, right?
space to do
Yep.
the what I'm doing. Oh, wait a minute. That's gonna mess me up. I totally forgot about that.
Yep.
What?
If you have stuff here, the amount of warehousing that you have is the combination of this and that. I didn't even think about that because they didn't play that during the game until the
Yeah.
very end in the part that I saw, and I didn't realize that.
That counts towards the max. you
Toward
can hold.
however much you can have out there.
Because it's like another warehouse.
The designers of the game were literally commenting because they weren't sure during the heavy cardboard playthrough,
Wow.
and at the end they thought, yeah, I totally forgot
That's
that.
rough.
And
That is
anything
rough.
that I don't have, I've got to drop.
Yeah,
off.
that didn't
Yeah.
even. That didn't even.
I totally forgot about that. Gosh darn
They
it.
didn't even explain that in the playthrough I did, or the video I did.
Yeah.
The
Well,
job.
they don't do every single rule. I mean, it's.
You try to find
you
that.
know.
You try to find that.
Yeah, I had one. It didn't work. Back to Steve.
Did you do your stuff?
I did. Yeah.
Okay. So this has to resolve first. This goes out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that goes out there.
Yeah.
That
You have
to
goes
wait till
out
they move.
there.
That's right. I know. I just want to make sure they work. Okay, we have some now. We'll be surprised as we go through. That was boat sound 1. More to come.
So what happened?
He wasted
don't do
$4.
that.
I wasted $4
Hey,
because I'm stupid.
Steve's killing the economy. The money,
no,
the
I
money
put
went
them
here,
over
though,
there.
right? Yeah.
I put it there, but that was. It would have been a good idea had I done something slightly different.
So
but I
what, so what did he do wrong? I
So
didn't do
here's
same
the thing. You remember how you can only have as
Yeah.
many out here? It's 1 for 1.
Ah, you didn't have room for him.
This here also counts toward that if it's in your spot. So I would have need since I was going to get 2 more and they would go down here. I'd need 3 warehousing to actually store that much stuff.
Oh, and you couldn't take one?
I can't. I could take the 1, but then I have to get rid of 1 because I only can. These are only 1 apiece. These are 2 apiece. I would think this is how big this is. It'd be more than 1, but it's
No,
not.
this factory's way bigger.
Well, you know.
Should, I mean,
It's the circular nature of the factory. As we know from Doctor Who, that can mean anything.
I'd be
right?
okay giving Steve his $4 back and just saying he wasted
time.
an action
Yeah.
instead of wasting $4 as well.
Yeah.
So
If you
$2 went there, 1 went there, and there was 1 there, right?
Well, no, it was 1, 1, 1, 1. You know, like that. So
Like
right.
that, yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh man, I totally forgot about that.
There we go. We're learning.
Yeah. They did. It took them a couple turns to get the answer, but unless something's changed, because that was an early thing, that was one of the big things that they said specifically. You also have to. If you have this, you set this off before you pay your interest, because the interest would normally go onto here,
Oh, okay.
and so you would get the stuff and then have to pay interest after that, so that way you're not getting whatever you
Your
pay in, and it's a
interest, yeah.
free thing. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you guys letting me take that part back. And resolving this when it comes back around is not an action. Taking it initially is, but resolving it is not an action. So if we're going to just say that I wasted the turn, should we put these back out there since we
yeah,
reset
let's
everything?
do that. Yep.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Okay. So now that I completely screwed that up, I'm going to give you 1 to produce
Potato.
another brown and that.
1 potato, please.
So it just says if they have if they won containers, those containers are moved to the player's personal harbor space on the investment bank. The player will need to send their ship over to pick up the containers at some point during the game.
Yeah, they said that it wasn't particularly obvious in the rules, but it was definitely put out in the thing. I can find the part on the video if you wanted to. That's up to you. I mean, it only screws me. So
Well, I mean, I've seen where there's been like 4 or 5 containers on that. I mean, realistically, at max, you can only hold 5.
right.
So
Right.
I don't know.
But if they had none down here and they had the 5 things, then it doesn't matter.
Right.
I don't know. I think it's one of those things where it's like you have to kind of wait a turn to go out there and get there, and other people can outbid you. But I don't know, because it says nothing in here about.
Who can go and buy them? See, that's the
Well,
thing.
it doesn't. It says it goes to your container thing, and you buy from your container. So like, I can't go and take your.
Well, that's what I was wondering, because I thought that there was something that they
Because
talked about
because
that
what
too,
would be
but
the
that's
price
fine.
of them then?
The
Yeah, they don't have.
They don't have
yeah,
a
they
price.
don't have a price. Right.
So you're just going and picking them up, and
Yeah.
I think that's the thing. 'Cause
but I
it
think they
doesn't-
do take up space.
It doesn't.
And again, I'll look.
I
at
think
the
it just
thing.
sits on the investment board.
Yeah, they do sit on the investment board, but they still take up space. And,
And it
there's
just
why, and
says-
I'll show you the part about
Just
that.
as the player needs to send their
so
ship
obviously
over
it's
to
super
pick up the
important.
containers.
Let me look here.
I think it's one of those. It's to stop people from just doing that. Is everybody else paying attention to
77 tones.
auctions?
Hey, tones.
I don't know, Joe. Can you look at whatever you call it, DGG?
All right, I'll spend 4 and get another one of those.
Ah.
Ah.
Uh,
Ah. Ah.
no, no, that is unhelpful.
Steve's looking at BGG.
Did you take both your turns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
What did you end up doing?
I ended up
Building a warehouse.
producing again and building a warehouse.
Can I produce,
You can try.
Steve?
Sure thing.
Can you hand me a manila and a purple?
Cream and blue, please.
This is blue.
Creamy purple, please. Wow.
Bananas.
He thinks people wants to pay
pajamas.
4 for blues.
I have 1 for 2. They're purple. Yours is
I
also
know.
4.
That's
Yeah.
to actually get it on a boat, not to just.
Oh.
Doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
For my second action, I'm going to
Really.
sail here.
Oh, wait.
What?
Yeah, you have to wait.
Oh my god.
Beautiful.
It's 2 poles, just like a train. Come on now, everybody
Okay.
knows that.
That's not true.
And 3.
Yeah,
And I'll
that's
load
actually
it
not
on there
true.
for
Not 2 poles.
2 poles is an intersection.
For trains, not for,
For
boats,
trains.
though.
Yeah, for trains, two honks is an intersection.
You know what Disney's?
And just like a boat, it's pulling
No,
in.
they're not pulling into the station.
Yeah.
So most cruise lines have a horn that goes "Err," like that, right? Disney's goes "Err, err, 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 err,"
Oh
when
my
they
gosh.
pull it. Yeah. That means you better get back to
Turn
the
your
boat.
volume
I'm
down.
trying to.
That
Go
is
your
not
turn.
regulation.
Really loud over there.
Train
I want to
section.
produce.
Thank you.
Can I get a black and a white, please? Or gray? Black and a gray. Thanks, Steve.
Nobody's buying my crap anyway.
Nobody has money.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
We already broke the game.
We probably did. You're right.
It's all good.
Well, Josh bought whites. Somebody has to need blacks.
I'll produce again.
I don't know what I want.
Can I get another cream and or gray and black? They
You don't know what I need, Vern.
tell you when the game ends.
Never.
Yes, we did when 2 container
Piles are empty.
piles are empty.
All right, Matt. Jamat, it's your turn.
I guess I'm gonna bid on the money, right? I mean, what the hell else am I gonna do?
You bid with containers.
Yeah.
Okay, so which money?
Or should I
Probably
produce
this
first?
one?
Well, that's what I'm gonna do. Do I need to go anywhere?
Yeah, you need to buy containers.
That's a lot.
Then you take them to the island, and people try and buy them from
And then
you.
people try to buy them from you. Not for $5. I'm sure at some point we'll figure out the game.
I mean,
Because
I'll-
it's interesting, because it's like, I
produce.
buy, and then,
and I understand I can only make 2 more.
Right.
yes.
So you get to choose what color you don't make, and you can rearrange all those if you want.
Man, nobody wants brown.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Brown good for me?
So let's make. What else is even out? Nobody else has black. Oh, you have black. You have black and gray.
Yep.
Let's do those.
Get off the
Charging 3. So
get
I'll
off the
charge
purple
2.
game.
You're charging 2 for blacks. How many can I have per slot, or doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. You can just only have up to.
Who else has got grays?
Mm.
For 2.
Or 3.
Okay.
Alright.
That's legit stacking.
And then I'll
You can do that.
bid on the money. So I grab this,
Mhm.
and then I place the amount of containers I want first.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Right, and and those will all go into the bottom, whatever.
What happens if I get outbid? Do I get these back?
You
Yes.
get those
You
back,
get the
and
back
you
and
can
you-
put them anywhere
And then
into
you can
that same
reprice
section.
just those.
Yeah.
I'm only getting 3 though. Ugh.
Just put one out there then.
Yeah, but then I'll get outbid. I would.
You don't
think.
know.
I don't care. I guess. Yeah, I'll just do. No, I'll do 2.
I mean, really, it only costs you $1 to produce those.
Yep.
So you're only making $2 profit.
All right, good,
Steve.
Okay. Check that in a second.
Steve.
Okay, so
I think
you're there.
I think it's unlimited.
You're there. It's definitely not, but that's fine. I'll look at it in a minute.
Unlimited cosmic power.
you find anything.
Because
Joe?
there was a
in
later.
place.
No, I literally am almost to the spot. Because there's a part at the end where it asks, "What if you get
So
those
the-
off of there
the
and
thing
there's
is
not
only
enough
back
space?"
here
And
for
then
the
and there's not enough
expansion.
space, and it says the thing. But they also had the rules, and the rules were not clear on it. When they looked through them.
I did read all the instructions too. Is a sad thing.
Oh man.
This ship is
What
like.
what is it called? It's a
Look, it's dirty and dusty. And the
broker.
crevices right there.
Yeah, the brokers
That's weird.
actions.
From being in their warehouse.
Is yours like that? No.
I guess you could play a game where you have unlimited containers. That's why they sold extra containers, Joe.
Oh.
All right.
Joe's cost more money. Trust me. They're not quality containers.
These are full of dead puppies.
Joe, I want there's 2. I want your gray container. Yeah, your gray container. Off your. Yeah. Yep. That one. Yep. I didn't see you pick it up, so I
You
didn't
can
know.
buy,
what to
buy
think.
more than one at a time for the same action.
I know.
Save big.
I realize. I realize. We'll put that down there. And
See,
then,
he's being smart too, because Josh could buy that then. Is maybe what he's hoping for.
and
He's out of luck.
and I'm gonna take one of those purples off of you.
Oh, thank you very much for the business, sir. It's crazy to me that you don't just get to deliver it, that you have to bid again. That's the part that's like pissing me off.
It's interesting because it's like you get containers from them, but then then somebody else comes and picks them up, but then
Here's-
you might not.
Here's the thing about it that makes that actually extra interesting is because money is victory points, but then also the containers are. There are definitely times where like, oh, he wants to finish his thing and you want a certain thing, so the bidding between everything else, by the time it gets back around to me, you've bid 12 or 13.
Yeah, right.
And then I get the subsidy,
It
that's
sounds like you
26
just go out
points.
there and get them.
It's actually really good. Yeah, I'm not saying that you can't just go out there and get them, but I'm saying that they
You will
count
never
toward
get
your
this.
storage
You will never
limit.
get this.
Go
Let
ahead.
me get it.
Yeah, it says nothing about storage limit.
Yep,
even on
I'm
there.
looking it up here, so don't worry about it. I'll find it and then show you what I'm talking about.
In a pre-release version of the game.
But literally from the designer saying that it was, and they had the original stuff. It was when they only had a couple.
How tall is a freight container?
Really
turn is
tall.
it?
Mine now. I am going to. Oh, Matt's boat sunk.
No, it's Steve's.
Steve's boat
Shipping
sunk.
containers are only 8.5 feet high.
Boom. You cannot fit a T-Rex in it.
Not standing up, but laying down.
How are you supposed to get it in there?
You tranquilize him, hook him to a forklift, and drag him through the container, both sides open.
What a jerk.
Wow. You can't do that to a T-Rex.
Wait, so if this is 8.5 feet, the warehouse is only 8.5 feet tall?
Yeah.
In this game, it's a very tiny warehouse.
They when they
The ship
designed
is like
this,
16 feet?
when they designed
probably
this,
There's
they
no way that's
they
right.
started
How big are
with
the
the
cards?
idea that like when you were doing when in the original
Cody,
version
you
of
got
the game,
change.
you would want to like
For what?
like
Actually, I'll go
take
to
somebody
Matt.
else's
Matt, change
containers
me.
or whatever else.
For?
But it
I
wasn't
need a one back.
super satisfying.
From you,
For what? For what? What are you buying?
because I'm buying 2 containers from you.
well, that's all I needed to know.
Why
What do you have for sale?
Two
I have
blacks
blacks
and a
and
Two
blue.
blacks and a purple.
That equals $4, right? You have nothing that costs 3, so
Well, it's $6, but yeah.
I only want 2 of them.
What would you like?
A purple and a black. I wanted the purple one.
What are you
yeah.
doing with them?
Oh yeah, I can't do anything
No,
with
you already
them.
bought them.
Yeah, what am
Sorry,
I
throw them in
doing?
the ocean.
What am I thinking? That's not what I want to do.
Matt probably wants his one back.
No. Inflation. That makes it hard.
What ship did you just fall over?
Yeah,
Man.
exactly. And none of us can afford to buy from each other. We've jacked the prices up so high we can't afford to
Yeah, I think we
buy.
broke this game
I
already.
think we did.
Very confused.
Some of us could afford to buy, but some of us choose not to.
I mean, Josh can clearly buy. He just gave me a 5, or I'll try to.
Yeah. Oh man, that is that's rough, right? Yeah. Ugh. 5. Another warehouse. That's my first action. My second action is gonna go womp womp out into the ocean.
Oh, that was the same one. Oops.
That's-
No. He's not on an island. All right, my turn. All right, I'm going to outbid Matt. Is that an action?
Yes.
Yes.
All right,
Yep.
for my first action.
Because you're calling broker.
So get these out of here.
Yeah. So you can. So he takes that in front of him.
And
you can
I-
put
I-
those back in any of that. Those
Yeah,
spaces.
I don't get a chance to bid again then, do I?
Back in
Yeah,
your turn, because
once-
this
once
goes
it
back
comes
around to the beginning of my turn.
He doesn't get to make it go off until. And again, it could go on any number. It doesn't have to go on the 2s.
Can I get a black and a gray, please? Thank you.
Hey, get ships off other ships. Come on, guys.
What?
I didn't
They
put the-
collided.
No. I remember this with the game that you finally bring over.
What mythical game are you talking about?
I don't know, a game that Matt learns finally.
He'll find
I don't know,
something.
but it's kind of campaign.
Are you
so-
done?
Yeah, that was it.
He produced and he brokered.
Okay. So then it's
Not
Matt's
in that
turn.
order, but yes. I brokered, then produced.
Same thing.
Well, Matt.
Well, Matt,
This game's horrible.
you're just playing it wrong, obviously.
We all
We
are.
need to
Don't
make
forget,
stuff.
you can take a loan.
We just need to make stuff
I'm not taking
cheaper.
no damn loan.
Okay.
We obviously just need to make things cheaper. You can default on loans also, where there is a thing where if you can't pay interest with money because you're out of money, you have to pay with shipping containers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they come off the island first, I think, and then they come off of like here, or the ship,
Then there.
then there,
here.
and then here.
Right. Because if they're here, if any containers that are on here at the end of the game or on the ship are actually worth points. Not a lot, but they're worth points.
It's like 2 points and 3 points, or
Yeah.
3 points and 2
yeah.
points, or something
And then
like that.
up here, they're not worth anything.
Yep.
Can we have more than one bid going on at a time?
do you
No,
mean?
because there's only one called broker.
Yeah, you can only, yeah.
I have the call. I got him
And
online.
once somebody
Give me
has
a good deal on
successfully
some
called
money.
a broker, like once
They
they've
can't
done
do it
that,
the next
they
round.
can't do it again on that turn. They have to wait until it comes back around. Though they could bid out, like if I had successfully done that earlier, and then he had picked it out next time, I could bid on it there. I just can't
Start
initiate
it.
the brokering process.
Can I? So say I bid with 4 of these back on that. Can I then produce? And
Yeah.
then fill up to
That's
6
what I
still
did.
again.
Yeah, but if
Okay.
somebody outbids you,
Right. Then they get thrown away.
then they're gonna just be burned.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Like you're gonna burn one if he outbids you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. I have no.
Okay,
I have no way to make money.
clarification. Hold
Yeah.
on a second.
You can buy these
That doesn't get me money.
and then put 'em for
Anything on the
Welsh.
auction card is counted towards your storage limit. First blue box on page 10 of the rules.
First blue box.
On page 10 of the rules.
While the containers are on the payment card, they may not be sold or returned to the factory store or harbor store. They do, however, count against the storage limit of those areas. Man, that is the most small thing at
Right,
the very
which
end
also
of it.
includes like those count toward your storage limit. So like my point is like you had those 3 on there, you still wouldn't be able to overdo your storage limit in that area that you had them from, wherever you took them from.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna
you-
lose one anyways,
So you
but
can't do that.
Well, he's gonna. It doesn't matter.
I
He's
would've
gonna
lost one
He's gonna
anyways,
lose
so.
one anyways because he wouldn't have had that. The point is like while they're there,
I
they're
could-
not
I
actually
could-
gone anywhere. So you still have to hold them until they accept your bid.
Oh, so I can't go over 6 if I do that.
Right.
Correct.
Oh,
Exactly.
I don't want to do that then.
Right. Right.
Because that's what Joe did last turn.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Right. Exactly.
what did I have there? That?
Yep. And then you would lose one of those.
Right. So one of those has to come off, whichever one.
Yeah.
Do you want to redo what you're doing? Because you haven't actually taken any part of your turn yet, right?
Correct.
So if you want to go back, because you did just produce, didn't you also? Right. So if you want to take a step back and to get
No.
the one back from him,
No, I literally have. Well, yeah, I'll do this. I guess. Doesn't make sense for me to pay $1 to make $1.
Make a dollar.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's probably true.
All right.
Pay a dollar, make a dollar.
So you're good then?
Dollar,
Yeah,
dollar.
that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I
Okay.
literally can't do anything else. So.
Oh, but yeah, you can.
What?
Oh, but yeah, you can.
Yeah.
I could take a loan. Yeah.
Yeah. This game, there's a lot of talk about that. It's not actually a bad idea to take a loan.
I know.
This is like a lot of games where taking a loan, it's largely dependent on when you take it and is it a good time to take it.
Yeah.
You know.
Your turn, Matt.
It's always a good time to take a double loan. Now I'm rich.
Yeah. Might have to.
Or everybody just needs to
How much is your peach?
shift
Josh?
everything down. What?
How much is your peach?
Here or
Yeah.
here?
That one up
3?
there? 3.
Oh, you're crazy.
Steve's is 2.
Yeah, I'll buy Steve's for 2.
You can buy more than one.
Yeah, you could buy the other one for 2
Okay.
more. Yep. Okay. All right.
Pass.
And then you can put that on any one of your harbor storage
You should sell it
spots
for
that you
2.
want.
You should lose money on it.
Man, there should be a one spot there for you, Matt. You know what? I'll push the designers of the game to say something about it.
I literally don't know what action to take. Producing would make a 1. and that's not
You need to
good
go
worth.
get containers and start getting them to the island so people bid on that.
But I
That's,
have to buy them to get them, Josh. I can't buy them.
that's how the game needs to go. Is we need to get them out there so people start to
Right,
get money
that's what
from the economy.
Everybody right now is stuck in like what they assume is the normal way.
So what's going to suck
an
is that
economy
one's going to
game.
go out there and it's probably going to go for 1 or 2, but that brings me $4 potentially if I accept the bid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what people need to do is just move containers out there realistically, because then they start getting double money.
Do I have to take an action?
I think you're supposed to take both of your 2 actions. Yes.
I literally don't. know what I
Must
can
do each one once. Oh, that's the pick 2. It says pick 2.
I mean, I can go to a port and do nothing.
You can sail your ship, yeah,
Yeah. Sail your ship.
Yeah.
and somebody can move all their stuff.
Or the other option would be actually to outbid him on that, even though it may not seem like a lot. It would then give you more money, and at this point, those are doing nothing for you if nobody's buying them.
Yeah.
But that's up to you.
Oh, would you like to buy a?
Come on,
No.
guys.
I didn't say next. It's a pause. Okay.
Steve,
Okay. Well,
And when you do land on the island, it ends your whole entire turn, if it's your first action or your second action. Wish they would have made this like a more yellow, like a bright yellow, kind of like the green. Everything's like a bright, and this is kind of like a
Yeah.
I have diarrhea yellow.
Relatively drab.
The one that Morgan Geek had was.
Maybe they
Bright
repainted it. Maybe I'll repaint that.
No, you won't. That's silly, Josh. Why would you do that?
How about you repaint it for me and live stream it? 5 minutes of painting.
I would probably just spray paint something like that.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I want you to do all the lights.
Are those lights?
Well, there's the windows, you know what I mean? Like the windows, you know what I mean?
That could be cool. What these? What are these?
Those are containers. Like if you look at the front, it's actual containers.
All right, my first action, I'm going to go where you're into
So
your
you
port
can
map.
paint them different colors so that
Your
they
book.
look like
Yep.
containers.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
God.
Yeah.
Sounds like someone's playing the tuba.
And if you'll load that onto there
Which,
for me.
here?
Yep, you're close. Okay. And then
Matt obviously failed at
am
stacking
going
blocks.
to go back to C.
Under the sea.
Not under.
He's going to be.
That's my second.
Yes.
for it.
For my first action, I'm going to rearrange. Make things cheaper.
Heyo. Still can't afford them. Oh, no.
I'll
Oh,
take negative
Why not?
$4.
At this point, it doesn't matter. And then for my second action, I'm going to... Where's the boat sound? Port.
All right. So this is going to be
One job.
the blind bid. So
Super quiet.
It is. That one was.
So this is going to be a blind bid. So
That was
you
all the
all...
boat noises.
yeah, so the three of us are blind bidding for whatever we want there.
You leave your
All in.
you leave your other cards on the table because it is common knowledge for how many cards you have. Just,
What happens in a tie?
you get a secondary bid.
There's a secondary bid between those two people, and there's only one secondary bid. And then if it's still a tie,
I
the
get to
person who's
choose.
selling gets to choose who actually gets to do the buying, or of course they can overcome that bid.
Ready?
Yep. So,
2.
and I'm at 2,
Oh.
and you're at 1. So,
We bid again.
yep. So you
Yep.
and I bid again.
All right.
Pick up your zeros
Oh,
because you can use them to
can you?
bid again.
Are you
yes.
sure?
Yep. You always keep your zeros. They always come
Okay.
back. They never go to the person. So I can't get 4 zeros. Obviously, you know what Joe has.
No, you don't.
All right.
Yep.
See that? Are you sure that the zeros come
Still
back?
2. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
the
You
zeros
get to
always
pick.
come back. Yeah.
You get to pick.
Yeah.
And you don't actually have to put any cards out the second time you bid.
Or,
You
of
did
course,
this
you can
time.
overcome it and just buy it yourself.
Accept the bids, and an active player accepts the highest bid. The player who bid the highest pays amount selling, but keeps any 0 bluffing cards.
I thought it was the person that initiated the bid gets to choose who wins.
No, it should be the
I
person who's
get to
actually.
choose.
Oh,
Yeah, he's the person who
okay.
initiated the bid.
Okay.
It should be the person it's his choice
Oh,
because then
right.
he chooses if he wants to let that person get it or something else. And I don't know that on the secondary bid that actually it is the zeros, but that's fine. You know.
I will let Joe win. Give me your $2, Joe.
I really didn't want to win.
Yep.
And
give him
then-
2 more,
and
and he
then-
gets 2 more from the thing,
Then I get
And
2
then-
more.
and then that goes into your section.
No, you had it really close when you had it in the red one.
I'm winning.
Yeah, you are.
Not with money.
Yeah.
Money's something.
Actually, not really. You're not winning anything because at this point that's your high one, so
And
that
it gets thrown away.
out, and you wouldn't actually score it for
There you
anything.
go. All right, my
Yay.
turn.
Yeah. There you go. And you get those $3. Whoa, look at you! You're back up to having
You
money.
might want to put your zeros away too, man.
Money, money, money.
I will produce. Can I get a gray and a black, please?
There you go.
This game's almost over.
Just crushing the market. There you go.
Um,
Better get that horn ready for my turn.
can
Oh, man.
The
I
week.
take? Why would I do that? It seems like such a waste, doesn't it? Are we doing that? What else can I do though?
You kind of have to at some point go in.
I literally just went to a port last time.
I think you guys are overthinking this. Or underthinking it. I don't know yet.
Well, no, I'm.
I know what I have.
I think we all broke ourselves out really early by building a bunch of stuff or buying a bunch of
Yeah,
stuff, and we
yeah.
should have.
I was like, yeah, I need to produce.
We probably
I'm
should have
like,
not bought a bunch
isn't
of
great.
machines and
Well,
houses.
you guys were all producing. I was like, well, if they're all going to produce, I'll buy warehouses, and I'll be
Yeah.
the only person that can have so many.
Yeah.
But then everyone spent all their money, and we're like, well, no one's going to buy now.
Yeah, I think we emptied the
I would have
economy
happily
really
bought
fast.
from you. You priced everything way too high. That's the problem.
Well,
I have money. I have
it's
money.
because
I
I
could
bought
buy
them from Josh
I
for
could have
free.
actually bought.
Yep.
I could have bought both of your things.
Yeah.
I'm not paying that price for them.
Wow.
Because I'm not going to pay that price. Because other people will eventually. Because again, it'll start to hurt you a lot enough that eventually you'll want to let go of stuff.
Yep.
No.
That's fine. That's fine.
Give me a cream.
I'll
No, a brown.
I'll give you a brown down.
Just a brown. That's it.
Yeah, you
That's
gave
all
me
I got,
two.
man. All right, that's my turn.
Okay. Matt.
Matt, you can't come to this port. I'm there.
You have to go to this port.
It'd take me my whole turn to get there.
Yep.
It would. You're right.
Back out into the ocean. This was the wrong
Have
port.
you ever backed out one of these? They're really hard.
Bad address. Usually you have tut-tuts.
I'll buy your 2 whites.
A what?
Tuck tuck.
Oh, white and black. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, white and black.
Yeah, kids.
Yeah.
Gene.
No, you need trolling boats or whatever they are.
Tugboats.
Tugboats, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, overpriced.
Mm-hmm. You paid one for each. Don't forget that.
Yeah. Overpriced.
That's fine.
Sales invalid. How about you rearrange all those and make them all worth $1, Matt? Then people might buy them from you.
I'll sail the ocean. Get that one ready.
No. We went through them all already. We're done.
What?
It's too much work. Just get to it.
Thank
You all
you.
set?
Yeah.
Okay.
He barrel rolled into the ocean.
All right. I'm gonna docket your port,
Yeah, you are.
and there's 2. If you'll load me up, thank you.
Yeah, buddy.
And then
Those are not
let's
the colors I want. See that?
see. If you'll put me back out to sea, please. Go ahead.
Huh. I'm going to take the action to reprice these. You like this?
Mhm.
You like this? Yeah. Screw it. We're going, gotta stay at 2. You want to know what? I'll put 1 at 1. Matt, can I buy a black and a blue from you?
You have room for one more.
Yeah, that's nice.
I'm just letting you know.
No, make it a black and a silver.
He's
Screw the
picking up
purple.
Weird colors. He called it a blue the first time, and the second time he's like, "Screw the purple." Well, let me see the amount.
That's
Say
legit.
it's open.
He's like,
giving money.
he's doing like this, like, yeah, take the money.
I know.
It's right.
Yeah.
It's legit. Yeah, I should have bought from Joe, but whatever. You only had 1, so it wasn't worth my whole entire turn. Your turn, Joe. Sail and sail. Give me some Brown Town to the.
Give me the blue one.
Give me some Brown Town. That's
The $1 blue one.
what you said.
Purple.
Paid you $1 to buy your crate.
Oh, I was very confused. There you go.
Nice.
I thought
like
I
it.
was like, you're paying me $1
I
to
like it.
produce?
I like it.
Just slide those down a little more.
No, you charged me. You overcharged me for those stupid things.
You paid!
Yeah.
That's not my problem.
Dumb.
Yeah. You overcharged him when he paid that without being forced to.
Yeah, not my problem, sir. I guess I could turn in a bunch of ones.
I guess I will produce. Can I get a gray and a black, please? Nice.
Actually, can I get 2 2s? And another 2. Joe gave me 1. I had an extra 1.
All right.
Actually, can I get some ones?
Your turn. Yeah, that's what he's gonna ask for now. Any change? Can anyone have
Can I
ones?
get some 1s, Matt?
I'll tell you what. I'll give you 2 zeros for a 1. That's actually a pretty good idea to have 4 zeros.
It is.
fine
I
with
agree.
that.
You should do that.
What did you do, Joe? I already
Produce.
forgot. Good man.
It's Matt's turn.
Matt! Kind of getting the gist of the game now. It's coming to me. No, it's not. I think Steven has it.
I have a decent idea of what I want to do. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it off. For one thing, this game is playing very differently than
And
the
then
one
now
I
I watched.
watched.
Yep.
But in fact,
Take the white one.
the
Or wait.
the creator guy or whatever said that it was the most
the purple
it was
one.
the most economy that they'd never seen the economy that bloated as it was in that
Oh,
game.
wow.
There was
That way
a
it's not
point
top heavy
where
either.
something was
Yeah,
worth
gotta be
25
careful.
out here,
Oh, wow.
and there was
That's my
another
turn.
point where there were like 6 containers on one thing. for
Like
$5
you would just have
million.
to burn containers
Yeah.
at that point.
It was crazy. That was
Steve.
like, oh, I'm sorry.
Boats and hoes.
Huh. Well, that wasn't really where I wanted to be, but I guess I could be there.
It'd be good if there was something to get residual upkeep.
I really like that red and purple. It's a good color scheme.
It is. You're right.
All right.
Yeah, it's called Take a Loan.
I'm gonna first course and go back to here, and that's 5. I want both of those.
Okay.
Wow.
Big haul to the island here in a minute. Big haul, Steven.
And what else do I want to do?
It's the way to do it.
Back to the ocean.
I'm making things cheap to inflate how it's gonna go here.
Meow, 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 meow.
I'll go back out.
Just one.
Your turn.
Oh, Jeebus.
Yep.
What I should do is rearrange while I'm still there.
Rearrange what?
Your dock.
Oh. You did right. Can't go much cheaper though.
I'm sure as hell not buying them for 4.
I have to make a profit.
I have to make a profit. It's my birthday.
It's my birthday. That's right.
I'm a broker for 4.
Wow.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. And then I want to buy 2 silvers from Joe. That's it. That was my turn.
I'm gonna take out a loan.
There you go.
And can I get a brown factory, please?
Oh, you just... Oh, wow.
And then I'll produce brown, black, gray, please.
Wow, look at that. Now the game's flowing. Now we're
Yeah.
going chug-a-lug-a, chug-a-lug-a, chug-chug. Because we're boats.
Yes, boats.
Because we're boats. I will produce.
Yeah, thank you. Cheater.
Yeah, you know me.
We were close to this game ending.
To producing silver.
Well, we need
I
one more
can't.
to. We need one more to actually go away. That's not going to
Yeah,
end once that's done.
right.
so.
I know.
Black's pretty low too.
Yeah, that's
You don't have to produce that color. Maybe, I don't know.
I will.
I guess if it's full.
Rearrange these.
I cannot produce.
I can
it,
just
but-
rearrange as an action, right?
Yeah.
Actually, what's for sale? Oh, Joe's got ones for 1. Oh, I can only hold 2 anyway.
These are for 2, but that's what we'll go for.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. Just gonna throw this out there. If no one buys from Josh this turn, he's gonna have to throw away 2 of those containers he paid $4 for,
I'm okay with that.
because he can only hold 1. And he's just
They have to go in the ocean, and then you can pick them up when you go to the ocean, actually.
Oh, farts.
oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a valid idea. There we go.
But I'm putting
It's
money
the
out
ocean
onto the
expansion.
board.
Literally no additional content, just that rule change.
Yeah. I love it.
$20.
They're just floating, and your ship happens to have a crane to be able to pick them up.
Well, yeah, why wouldn't these? They probably have a crane for loading them, right?
Doc
No, you
does.
put that
Oh,
there
yeah.
by hand.
I did, yeah. That's my...
Smaller boats do, but big ships like this, it's all big dock cranes.
Yeah, which is what they show on those.
Ginormous dock cranes. Did you take a first action, or you just?
That's my first action.
Oh, your
That
whole
ends your
entire
turn, you know
turn.
that, right?
Yeah, because I don't think that there's anything that I
Else
don't know
want
that
to
there's
do.
anything else that I can do
That you want to do.
given what I've got.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
You know what? Hold on. Wait. There might
I'm
be
just
one
making
thing I
change.
want to do. There might be something I want to do. Yeah, you know what? There's one.
Produce.
I'm going to produce again. And I'm going to do that.
Excuse me.
And yeah. And actually, I'll do those two. Yeah. Okay. And then
Same chat.
I will go into there.
What did they say in chat?
No, it's anything.
Oh.
I typed
Okay.
that. Just in case someone came in.
4. That's 3 of the 4 of whatever you'd need if you want to get your all 5. So, to get the
Is this
bonus.
bidding on all of them?
You
Yeah.
get all of them.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all
snap,
of
son.
all or none.
Yeah, buddy.
Yep, it's all or none.
How much is this worth to me?
You can take a loan at this point if you'd like to take a loan to make sure that you get it. Don't keep that in mind, but you do have to do that before you place your bid down. You can't say you're going to bid more than what you actually have and then take the loan afterwards. Except, of course, the person that's docked, they get to see everything and then they can choose to take a loan if they want to play it out bid or whatever else like that. Has everybody got their bid out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know you can keep your cards secret, sir.
$4 hairs.
Okay.
Also 4.
$7 hairs.
8.
Hey.
$8 hairs.
Uh-huh. 8.
It's
Huh?
up to Steve now, so he can either pay 8 to the bank, or
I think you're gonna
Is
get
that how much
another.
money you have left?
That's how many cards he has.
Yeah,
worth more.
Jesus.
dude, I don't know why they got so much money. Like,
I don't either.
Well, you got to think you guys have been buying from me, and I got like.
$4.
$4.
Yeah, $4.
But you all came here to.
I made
Buy
like
from
$2,
me, too.
and I was like, yeah, dude.
I know, right? Yeah, $2.
All right, I'll take it. So I get 8 more out of there.
Now Steve's loaded. See, now we raise prices.
Exactly. Bada bing.
Okay.
Now I just need me a purple. Yay! My first action. Money goes away, so I need to split into ones, please. I'll gain these. So go back. And I kind of want.
Nope. Nope.
They all go
You
there.
don't get to sell
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they go there.
Yeah. Well, I can only keep.
Right.
Those go there or out of the game.
No,
I
they
can't
go,
put them there because.
Yeah, they go
No,
back.
but do they go out of the
no,
game
no,
'cause
they
they
don't
were
go out of the
used?
game. They go back to supply.
Yeah, that's
They go
always.
to
mine.
the ocean.
Yeah. To the depths. All right. And that wasn't even an action. was just
No,
an
that
immediate
wasn't
turn.
even an action. Oh, man. Let's sail. Ocean. Sail to Matt. Come on, Matt. Put both of those containers up on there for me, please.
My turn.
Mm-hmm.
Pay my 1 upkeep. I'll buy those from you. And I will sail.
Sail!
Sail.
Like the song. Down the vent, you drop something? Come on, Matt.
Come sail away.
Man, needs to swap all his ones for twos.
Pick up your purple one.
And stay out of my harbor. Secondary harbor.
Is it my go?
It is. It's almost like when you got more, it's almost like you hurt the
I would
that
like to
economy.
buy a brown and a black.
What economy?
The container economy. By having so many machines. Like multiple people having the same color machines, like both you and Matt have.
Mm-hmm.
Silver and blacks when you both produce, it's like a
Yeah.
it's definitely a neat, interesting game.
And second.
Joe hates it. No money in the game.
I don't hate it yet.
Yeah, till you lose, and then it's hatred.
No, that's not it. It's just
You know, here's the thing that's actually funny about that is the way even that you replied right there literally was like, no, I've been thinking about this. I don't, just because I lose something doesn't mean I dislike a game.
Right.
Like in my mind, I was just laughing
my
about
interest
that.
is supposed to go out there.
Can I do this thing for money?
Yeah, sure.
You can take containers from either spot as well.
Yeah, you can take them right off your boat.
You can't take them off your boat. That's a lie.
I'm like,
I'll
oh,
let
yeah.
ya. Ooh. Wow.
Whoa.
Okay, I'm done.
Steve.
Oh man, I wish I had some money.
I think you have the most money.
Me? Don't have any money. What are you talking about? Let's see here.
Just you just rearrange.
No. I have to make a profit. I can't take a loss.
It's money coming in, though.
No, it's not. That's net loss. Can't take net loss.
I guess I'm leaving your duck.
Just buy them.
I can't.
Steve's are the same price.
Yeah.
There's no one else to buy from.
I guess I'm waiting.
And it would take you 2 turns to get to Steve's. You can just buy it right here, mine. Be halfway to the island.
I will drive down the street for cheaper gas, Joe.
It's not cheap. There's no gas cheaper anywhere. Look at your options. You have none.
Best gas in town.
All right,
No.
I'm gonna pay 5
To buy all these?
to buy one of those.
Just
And
wasting it. Not even putting it back into the economy. Just anything we should spend should just go onto this board. There'd just be a butt ton of containers over here.
And then I'm gonna spend one, and I want that gray.
Thank you for your patronage. We appreciate your business. Come again.
Please come again.
Can I get 2 ones, please, Matt?
Didn't I tell you?
Yeah, I know.
My actions are, Joe, I will take your black. And Matt, I'll take your black.
I was about to put that in the bank. I'm like, nope.
Yeah. All right, my action. First, I have to pay there on my loan, and I'm gonna come in here. Burp, 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 burp. All right, bid it up, boys. Show me what you got. 3 delicious-looking crates at the island today. I have 1 container of monkey poo, 2 containers of worms.
Hey, the fishermen out here love worms.
That's right.
And monkey poo can be used as bait also.
Yeah. It keeps the bears away from the fish.
Is money 1 for 1 at the end of the game?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
I think Steve got it.
5,
5.
5.
Oh, too. So
All
I'm
right,
out of
so
the
Josh
you're
Suss,
not-
you 2 bid again. Oh boy, what will I do?
Well, obviously you're gonna get at minimum $10 right
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
Okay, so you'll get to choose.
Let's see. I could take Steve's money because he's got more of it, or I could leave Steve with lots of money so he could buy my containers and take all of Matt's money so he's poor.
I'm not buying your. I'm for sure not buying your containers now.
If I take all your money,
Either way,
well then I might as well take your money now. I gotta get it one way or another, right? Ah, thank you, thank you. I'll take $6 more.
You kind of want containers, Matt.
it's the name of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It is a
mean,
big
I
way
mean,
to
No,
score.
it's actually not the name of the game. Container is.
Your turn.
It's all about the
My
cones.
turn?
Yep.
I would like some monies, please.
I
How does
didn't
this
even
work?
see your brown one over there for one. I should have
Yep.
brought that
Where do
one.
these go? That's
Yeah, I rearranged my
What'd you
stuff to
do?
make them a little
I
cheaper.
got the thing. Back to my turn.
Oh yeah, one there, one there.
And one on the next one.
No,
You're,
he's-
yeah, you choose how they go out, but they always start at the bottom and work their way down. Yep.
And then put those cards back up here.
Oh, look at, you have tons of money to buy a beautiful
I
container.
know, that's why I was like, okay, yeah, I'm fine with losing.
Have
the-
another
some money
blue.
This turn.
I'm exchanging 4 1s for 2 2s. I did not trade in all of my 1s though.
You should probably pay off your loan.
Oh, could I have done that at the end of my turn? I forgot I was going to do that. Or is
What's
that an
that?
action? Could I
What's
have paid off my loan at the end of my turn?
Yes, you have the
Okay.
opportunity to do so.
I wanted to do that. I forgot to do that. Thank you. There's 10.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
Here for-
Josh.
I'm here for you.
So I don't have to pay another $1.
Well, yeah, I figured you don't want to. You're losing money on that loan.
It helped me get back in the game.
Yeah.
I was literally broke.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford to do anything.
Trust me, I
Oh,
understand.
sail the port.
Oh, bad
This is a
idea.
useless port.
This port's wonderful.
And
Sorry.
I'd like to produce.
This isn't Greenpeace. We don't support charities here at my port.
Come on, Matt. Quit producing the same ones.
Because I have a choice.
You do! Name of the game.
Container. Singular.
Wow, $2 each.
No.
Rip off.
Never.
That's my turn.
Okay, back to Stevie. Next.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. So, first thing I'll do is go out
And
to
destroy it.
Help me!
Steve Smash.
You have money? Khajiit have container.
I need purple and brown.
Let's go there. And I will bid
1,000.
Your
What's
turn.
up, what's up, Joe? You look confused.
If he wins the bids and no one buys containers, they go to the depths.
Yep.
Okay. Just, okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I will. I'm not changing anything at this point.
Okay.
But I believe in reading some more stuff about the thing. Specifically, they're talking about ones on this card and this, but not this. Okay. In further
You
reading,
can have that.
that's
Yeah.
why that was confusing, and I miss like that. So I think it's what's here and what's here. I'm not saying to change it now for the point of Matt, but I'm saying that I'm pretty sure that what it actually is just what's here, and what's here is what's actually stored in your warehouses or your whatever section that you're in. and not what's on there based on reading more stuff on BGG. But it's fine. I'm not looking for that. I realize that I potentially have a bad situation. I also figure that I have, opportunities. So, like, I'm hoping that somebody wants to buy these since they're relatively low priced.
It's $9. That's a lot of doll hairs.
It is, but it's colors that other people have that are not for less price than.
I'm
this.
gonna boat out into the ocean and boat onto the island, please.
Really? Okay.
Bid up, fools.
Can you change that down into a 2 and 3 ones, please?
Bank fee.
Bank fee.
Technically, Joe's banker in this game.
Right?
You claimed it in the beginning.
Did I? I didn't mean
Hey,
to.
that's $1.
Oh yeah. Flip.
Flipperoni.
$1.
3.
$3.
So 3.
It is yours, Steven.
Wow,
There's
what a
your
deal,
3.
Steve.
I'm giving Josh all one from now on.
Can I get two
No.
twos? I'm keeping some ones.
Bank fee.
Bank fee.
No. I don't play those games.
Parkour.
Parkour.
Bank fee. All right, that's Josh's turn.
Yeah,
Right?
Yep.
yeah.
I like the meme where it's me jumping wildly from one
I didn't
emotion
have
to the
enough
next.
money, or I
and it shows
would
the
have.
office parkour.
I figured
I'm gonna
that
take
was
a
why
loan
I did exactly what I did. I felt like that was the perfect amount to
Spend
pay.
a few more
'cause-
dollars. Can I get the purple factory, please?
What is Joe
I don't
doing?
know.
Produce. Can I get one of each color except cream?
Just trying to end the game.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I have to
I
make
hate
money.
this game.
I have to make money, and now I'm making $4 for $1 instead of.
Yeah,
$3.
Potentially.
In theory, yes.
That was my first action.
It is.
And second action. Okay.
It was your second action too?
Just yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
created
yeah,
a
yeah.
factory.
You bought the.
He bought
yeah,
and
yeah.
then produced.
You created a,
Yep.
a thing and then produced it. Yeah. Obfuscatingly.
Look at beautiful blue crates for only $1.
Yeah.
Forget this guy selling them for $2. He's a jokester.
Yeah, really.
Nobody wants $2 crates. They're garbage. You hear me? Garbage.
I'll pay 5
Wow.
for another warehouse.
We'll move cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Matt, if you come and buy 2 of my things, I'll buy 2 of your things in the next round.
See, I don't know. What game was it that we played at Grand Con where I was so pissed at you that I walked away?
That was me.
That was a Josh.
Here's
Josh.
the difference. I'm not Josh.
He looked at me.
It was a
Puppy
dice
dog.
game.
Yeah, I
It
know,
was a
I
dice
know, yeah,
game.
yeah,
It was that
I remember
Greek
the story.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
I
Oh
remember
my
the
god!
story.
I just walked away. I literally walked away.
The guy that made the game thought it was hilarious.
He's like, I've never seen that.
He's like, I've never seen one. He's like, what did you do? You like offered him like
You don't have to, but I really.
give
I'm
me
serious.
10 money
if you,
and,
if you,
like-
if you want to do
It
it,
was
I'll do
it was,
can't
I'll give you 10 money
Understood.
for that, and the rule was until you set the money down. And he was like, okay, and he set it down, and I didn't put my money down. I went, oh, thank you.
Stole it from him.
it. Yeah, I remember.
Oh man.
I remember hearing about
And
it.
Matt's like,
afterwards.
you can't do that. I was like, you don't have to keep your promises, Matt.
It was about the way the card was worded. I was so mad.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can understand why you'd be mad. I just.
Yeah, you about to lose 3 containers there, Steve.
Not much
That's
of a
what I did. Well, not 3, but
Yeah.
1.
Oh.
You took a risk.
You good?
I'm liking that.
Okay.
I'm really liking that over
All right.
there.
So that 4 goes. Actually, that goes on.
Oh,
here.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So if you'll
2 goes there, and then 1 and 1.
Actually-
yeah, there you go.
there and there. Yep.
Perfect.
Oh!
Yep. And then I'm gonna take these, but I'm going to drop this one
Drop some silvers
and
back.
that
Put some
one.
silvers back.
and that one. Yeah, that'll work. So those three will go, and these I can actually put in
No,
whatever.
no, they go here.
Or yeah, those go
Yeah.
up there. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What
It
color are
definitely.
you?
I'm blue.
Okay.
And yeah, whatever. Go ahead.
Then you can go pick them up yourself. Is the cool part. I guess.
Yeah, no, that's definitely the cool part. I just feel like. So if you guys would be willing to, if you want to go where these don't count from this point forward, it screwed me twice. I'm just saying because it really changes dramatically how this works, and this works much better when those don't count towards storage. It does the right thing.
Did?
I realized that, and then when I read further into the thing, I misunderstood which part they were talking about in the thing. That's what I'm saying.
I
And
lost.
again, it's screwing me more than it screwed me more than anybody else. I missed literally two
Okay,
turns.
with that.
Screwed me too. I had a silver and a cream that I lost to that.
Right.
Because I bought.
Well, that's
3.
why I said if you wanted to fix it now so that from your point forward it goes right, then that's up to you. But I just figured I'd offer.
I was like, it's gonna be real hard because you can put 4 out here and then you can't get 4 realistically.
Right. That's my point. Is that's why it's like when I was reading it further, the way that blue box read, it was like, wait a minute, that doesn't seem like the way they talked about it in the thing. So.
Steve too. I don't
I
even
turned
see. You can't even see Steve's face.
I turned the brightness down as much as I could.
It just keeps autoing, I think.
No, auto's off.
That's weird.
I don't know why it's doing it.
It's a better focus camera, but worse with colors.
I can try and reduce it again.
You just reduce. It's so bright. I'm blind.
It did go back up. You're right.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's on
A little bit
auto.
higher. Oh God.
Oh,
You didn't mean darker.
The
Yeah, it said higher.
I turned off exposure.
Oh my. We're having technical difficulties. This
It's fine.
video's gonna have to be edited later. Keep in the mistake.
That's Steve's hair. Oh, it's my hair.
Yeah, it's your hair, Matt.
You're really good at that.
Hey, look, it's a pubic ball.
Does this help?
No.
It kind of looks like a kiwi now.
Kind of kiwi. I don't
That's
wanna
not
eat.
bad. It's not great, but it's not bad.
That'll work.
It's good.
It's way better.
We can
than
see
what
your
it
eyes now. You're not a shining star anymore.
I forgot whose
Whose turn
turn
is
it
it?
is.
Josh's.
Yeah.
Oh, back to me, yes. Well, Steven was waiting on a decision. I say we keep it how it is because it sucks for everybody.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry.
Where do I want to go? How much money do I have? Oh, I'm okay. I'm gonna need to boat and boat over to Matt.
Back it up.
And for $4 ship monies, I'd like a purple and a brown, sir.
You don't want all three?
No, because I don't have that kind of money for when I go to the island
How
too.
about like that? Or like that?
Sure, however you want to do it.
Okay. Okay.
Been buying a lot from you, Matt. You should come buy my black containers.
Set the price lower. You bought all of mine for 2.
Your turn, Joe.
It's not my problem.
That was his second thing. He moved out to sea and moved over there and bought.
Yep.
Produce. All but cream, please. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm very confused.
Why? He knows I'm just gonna buy it from him since you just bought it. Oh, not purple.
Uh,
You gonna pay off your loan?
no.
Thought you might have a 20 in there.
Maybe.
You can only take loans on your turn, right?
No, you can take a loan at any time, but you can only pay off your loan on your turn after you paid interest. No, those are the bottom. They go into the bottom part because they're coming off of your factory storage, not your not your harbor storage.
Yeah.
You're
go on the
taking them
bottom.
out of the spot with the factory, so they go on the factory end of that, not on the harbor's end. That's the harbor.
That'd be if you took them
It
out of
makes
your
a difference
warehouse.
because if somebody takes the thing back, then those go back there, and if you because you can also bid some,
okay.
you can
I
bid from
understand.
both spots.
I understand.
Yeah.
That's a lot of containers over there, Joe. I don't have room.
No, but you have the ability then to do that if you can find
In the
that
very
amount.
beginning, if we would have stuck with unlimited there,
Yeah,
I would have been fine
it
with
should
it.
have. Yeah, I realize
But
why
you
you're mad
were-
about it now.
But
and-
you were
and
like so sure about it.
and that was the thing. I was super mad that I effed it up at the beginning, and I was like, whatever.
Because then I would
And
have
again, it screwed me two different times.
Yeah, because then I would have had 3 containers there, and I would have went and picked them up and been golden.
You're right, because I would never have done that with the ones that I would
Nope.
have gotten in turn one.
That's because you're lazy.
Quad, Jesus.
Lazy Steve. Bolting and hoeing the wrong way.
Well, it's not the first time.
Our island's not very impressive compared to the one you showed me a picture
Yeah.
of. They had like 10, 20,
At-
10, 12 each.
At the end of the game for the heavy cardboard game, they actually had all of the ships at the island. They were all like the one guy's like we played this game 6 or 8 times and never had all the ships at the island at one time. Like it just normally doesn't happen like that. But they ended the game with them all at the island pretty much.
Well, makes sense. It's points right at the end.
Sure, there's just just funny that was the way it worked out.
And you can't broker on your last turn, right? Something about that?
Yeah. Yeah, there's
Well,
no.
spray
You can't broker during the
and
you can broker, but what happens is if the
Uh-oh,
game
gross.
ends when you're brokering,
a brown.
then that brokering
Like
goes
purple on his
off,
tongue.
and you still
what?
Purple
do
on
the
his tongue.
combination of stuff. But there
Alright.
is something you can't do on your last.
Steve's turn.
I think maybe if you've caused the game to end, maybe you can't broker at that point.
Yeah.
That might be what it is.
Whoa, you charged more for your brown.
Oh,
huh?
wow.
So
So
what
a
you doing?
game container ends with 2 of the 5 colors of containers are no longer available in the supply. When this happens, the active player completes their turn as normal, and then the game ends.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. So you did that, and then what was the other thing that you did? You bought somebody
I bought
else's.
from Joe.
Oh, okay. You bought from Joe. Okay, I see.
Joe's like,
Okay.
just farm and the game. Joe hates the game. I can tell when Joe hates games.
I don't hate the game. I
He
don't
hates
know
the
what
player.
to do.
He hits the player.
Like, there's nothing for me to
It would
do
make
to
it
try
so
and
much
come
better
back.
to throw some
Two-
kind of residual income.
Two
so
of
I
the
could do
people
something.
in that heavy cardboard session said that it took them 2 games. It wasn't
Yeah.
until the end of the second game that they understood what they kind of needed.
This
to do.
also seems like a kind of game where everyone needs to know what the hell they're doing.
Well,
Yeah.
the problem was is in the beginning we made everything worth $4, and you're not willing to budge, so I'm never going to go there and buy stuff from that
Yeah, honestly, it was you, Josh, that even made the game continue.
because I started making
Yeah.
things at 2. Yeah, that's what I figured. I was like, well, people are going to come to me and buy, which then helps my economy, and then I can buy.
I had the money. I'd eventually gone somewhere with it, but whatever. Do I want to do that? No, I don't really want to do
I
that.
had to make room for other potential customers, Josh. That's all.
I had spot 1. You will put me back into my spot 1.
Okay, it's only because you're a returning customer, though.
Yeah, multiple returning customer.
All right, I'm gonna go
Even backed your ship up for you.
to there and do those as one.
Bold move, Cotton.
Is that 1 or 2? Just 1?
That's one.
That's one action.
Okay. That's the advantage of that. then.
One
now,
to like
now he
because
put more
it's
stuff
like
in his warehouse.
Does he have to
boarding.
move back to the ocean from here? Or is
Yes.
it
correct
he
because
does.
it's a
Okay.
port.
I understand.
Technically,
he's
it would be
this.
like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. That's where I was confused.
Yeah. No.
And I'm gonna move back to the ocean as my other. Go ahead.
Oh, Steve.
What's the matter?
Steven.
You guys are all charging too much for your harbors at this point. I've just been waiting to buy stuff. I'm never buying those at 4.
I'm never selling them for less.
This is how Joe loses the game.
It's like the office. Sometimes it makes sense to lose money.
Yes.
It's your turn.
I know. I'm just thinking. I'm gonna go out to the ocean, and then I'm gonna probably go to the island. Bid it up, fools. We all ready?
Yeah.
Flip them over.
1.
2.
Oh, I'm keeping those for 2. I'll pay. My theory was just do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you needed brown anyway.
I needed a purple.
Yeah, Josh is doing pretty good.
Can I see the rule thing? For a second?
My turn. Produce or whatever. Tax. Produce. 1 of each color except cream, please.
Joe's just gonna end this game.
No, I need to do this.
You can have double of.
And then my second action will be take this from it.
Oh wow.
Black's not selling. Was there? You had 5, right? I need
Yes,
to
he
do
did.
6.
And you'll have to toss one.
Why? I can hold 8.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have 9.
Oh, okay.
What you looking up?
Just one second.
When I buy.
No, just something else. Just a second. Yeah, I'm almost done.
Wait, is brown more valuable than gray? Nobody wants brown, seems like. Everyone wants gray. Doesn't matter.
What did the 5/10 mean again?
To make it 10, you have to have 1 of every color on the island before you throw away your highest, your most.
Put your money back, or put your containers back, and it's your turn.
And put them back at any price.
There you go.
Make all those purples 1s, Matt. I need to go buy. I need to. Problem is I'm stuck at 3.
Before you do that, I'm going to change one thing. I'm going to do this. There we go.
There you go.
Get rid of it.
Is it my turn?
No, it's Matt's turn.
It's a butt ton of containers.
I mean, they're not selling, so because nobody's got open warehouses, so
I
I
had
think
2.
you're.
You do
I think
now,
it's
yeah.
I had
overproducing.
2
You're
for a while.
overproducing is the problem.
you guys aren't buying fast enough.
Well, where nobody wants to buy for 4.
I can't sell to myself anyways. You need to buy
Yeah.
from each other,
Yeah.
so you can buy from me.
Hey, I've been buying.
I think I've literally only bought from you.
Yeah. And I bought twice from you.
Right, but that doesn't help me get rid of my things.
I can
Oh,
only
you
buy
mean
so
you mean these?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and
yeah,
I bought
yes,
from you
yes.
there
Yeah,
too.
literally, and that's what he's done too.
Yeah.
That's how he's
And I
gotten us
bought
out
from you
there.
also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to put 6 to take it from you.
7.
7. There's 6 on it. For $5.
Yeah. Takes $1 to produce 4. I mean,
I'll go to the island.
You'll all be crazy.
No, you need the 2, trust me.
yeah.
Sorry.
All right, flip. 1.
2.
I thought I had 3, but I guess I only did 2. Ah!
The zeros are so pointless.
Well, they're worth it.
No, they're pointless, especially if you don't have to show out how many
Let me have
cards.
2 1s for that, please.
Oh, I know what Steve's going up in.
Let's put 15, but one didn't want. He needed to break the 2 so he could get 15. Come on, Matt. All right. Oh. Wiggy, wiggy.
Yeah.
Your
Alright.
choice.
Or you can buy it yourself.
Or you can buy it yourself for 2.
I'll buy it myself for 2.
Okay.
Helping Joe get more money. Yeah, that was the end of your turn, right, Steve?
That was the end of his turn.
Oh.
He was the one who sold.
Yep, so now it's Steve's turn.
Did you say I was really slow?
No, I said he was the one who sold.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, that's my money.
He's the one who's slow. Fill that boat up, fill that boat up, fill that boat up, so Matt will buy more.
So Joe will take money and
That's me buying from you, me selling it.
Yeah.
I want that brown, please.
You can buy a second one, Steve.
I can. I'm trying to decide if it's worth my while.
What color are you, blue?
Yeah.
What happens in the event of ties for your lowest?
for,
For what?
So like at the end of the game, and then we scored and say Steve had 2 whites and 2 blacks.
You
I
can-
get to choose unless the whites or the blacks
Or your
were the
5-10.
5-10. If it's the 5-10, then I must use get rid of those if that's what I have the most of.
So never make your secondary one tied with your most one.
It doesn't matter. You want it to be more. Your second one to be higher than your most.
Hmm.
You want it to be more than your 10 one.
Then it would get thrown out if
gonna
it's
take
the
a loan.
most. That's what I'm saying. You don't
Yeah,
want to.
one of them has to
You
get
mean
thrown out. Right?
Yeah. Yes.
5 and
So it's better that one
combination
than
of
your
some stuff.
10, the one that's worth 10 points, guaranteed.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah.
Or you just collect a bunch of low ones.
and then
I mean, yeah, that's not going great for anyone, though, right?
Potentially.
and I want 2 of those purples.
Yeah. Do that, Steve.
Look at my money.
Oh, a 0. All right, Josh's turn.
That's really you saw I had 2 cards that Steve just bought for me.
Can you boat me out into the ocean and then boat me to pick up that purple? That's not how boats work.
I think it is actually.
Thanks. That's how you chip the paint off my boat.
All right, my turn. So I pay $1 here. I get my $6. Ooh,
It's a cloth table. I hope not.
this all goes back, right? Look at that. See? I fed
No,
the
that
goes
goes
here.
on here.
Oh, that's right.
That all goes on
Shoot.
there.
I thought I was feeding the market. I'm sorry, guys.
You know?
So what does everyone want?
No, you're not feeding the market.
Black, black, black. Gray, green, brown. Okay. I'm gonna boat into Steve's port. Steve, can I get $1 back? Do you have $1?
Yes.
I'll take your 2 blues. Purples. Actually, while I'm there, let's just take all of them. There, take that one too. Yay.
Did you pay your $1?
Yeah, I did.
He did at the beginning up here.
That's it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and technically you would
Wait, no,
pay
I had
that
one
dollar
After I got
after
mine,
you
yeah.
did the thing because
Well,
you
no, that
would-
was only one action, wasn't it? Because I just went in and
yeah,
bought
you
from
went in
Steve.
there and bought that unless
back,
that was already out to sea, right?
Yep, back it up.
So
Back
Back
out
out?
to sea, yep.
okay.
Backing up.
Let's make some
Backing
money.
up, he's on fire.
That's the way to do it, man. And then when somebody else goes in, you buy their stuff, and then you just feed each other back and forth.
It's not working that way very well. Because I'm having to take loans out every time I need to do that.
I'll produce.
Thanks. Now I can pay my loans.
Okay.
Alrighty. Let's see here.
confused by that.
Why? I mean, you can tell me now. I've already taken my turn.
You're good. I'm just confused. It's a butt ton of cargo.
Nobody has bought it the last, like, 4 turns.
It's because we all have limited storage.
So, because you keep it priced at 3.
This would have played differently if we would have played it correctly from the beginning.
Yep.
Because then you would have paid money to get more containers, which then top down here, and you're able to just
Yeah,
go
it just
straight
would have
out.
been. It would have played a little more smoothly on that part. It would have been more enticing to do that part because you wouldn't have to worry about the storage of it.
Yep.
And again, my bad. Sorry, I just misunderstood it.
It's White's Island.
Too bad.
Wow. I think they call it the Isle of Wight, but jeez.
Josh.
You can't say stuff like that, Josh.
It's white,
Good
and it's
grief,
their
man.
island.
Come on.
They're
It's
part of that.
one island with multiple colors, Josh.
All right.
Get-
I'll pay you 2. I want your black commodity, please.
Neat, neat.
And I'm coming back out to sea.
Howdy! Wait a minute, yeah. Okay.
I know what Joe's betting.
I do too.
Oh, hold on. I need to put one there.
Oh, you took a loan?
I did before, the term before.
Oh, flip them.
3?
0.
Double 0.
Steve, you're
It's
blue.
worth more.
Yeah, I'll take that 3.
Turn that 3 into 6.
Alright, my turn.
Mm-hmm.
I will go into port. Or the island, whatever.
You're not gonna do anything else?
Nope. Cannot do anything else.
Okay.
So. There, I'll rearrange. There we go. For my first action. I hope it is. Okay.
5?
6.
We'll take the 6 deal.
That's why I said the zeros are. You gave me such a perplexing look.
Well, you each put 1 out there, so I knew yours was 0, but I figured Steve's was gonna be 5.
Wow, Josh has got this.
Not really. I mean, it really depends on what the points on that are.
Mm-hmm.
Because
And I'm gonna lose.
and he's going to lose
all those
all the
blues.
purples, or if he
Whatever.
ends up with whatever, it just depends.
Was it my turn?
No,
Yep.
it's Joe's
Yeah,
turn.
I put the
He
went to
ended his
island.
turn.
He rearranged as his first action.
I didn't know if he was going to pay off his loan.
When you go to island, that finishes.
Yeah, you're
your
gonna pay
turn,
off your loan,
He
Joe.
could pay off his loan.
Oh,
if he
so I will
wants to.
take the monies.
Nope.
Okay.
So these go back here somewhere.
No, they go down here,
Ah, that's right.
one at a time, starting at the top.
Spins a web, any size. Catches Joe's just like flies. Look out. Here comes a Josh Bernard. So it was no action. Should I double produce? Just end the game.
You could. It ends it right then.
I don't see how I can possibly make any money.
You go. You pick up containers. You deliver them to the
I
island.
mean, within the next couple turns. Well, I'll take that off the island. And I will
What time is it? Oh, I should just look.
10.
Not that any bad for us starting
Hey,
45 minutes late almost.
yeah.
I'm not buying anything.
Y'all set?
You made it 3. You said you would buy it if you lowered it.
I did.
I don't need it now.
He's
Y'all
all set?
set?
Yeah.
Let me have change for that, please.
Pay off that loan.
Oops, sorry.
Thank you. For my loan.
Give a penalty if you end the game with a loan.
It's minus 10.
11 technically.
Or-
It's
Oh.
minus 11. So
It's minus points.
yeah.
Well, it's minus 10, I think.
It's like
No,
a
it's
beg-
minus 11.
It's
like a
minus
begging
11.
card. It's like a begging card.
Yeah.
Although those are only minus 3. But since you start the game at negative, it's pretty detrimental.
Mm-hmm.
It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. Josh will
Alright.
cry
I'm
too.
gonna go into your port over there, and I need 1 back. And then I will come out of the port again. I didn't do anything else.
Oh, okay.
I paid my
Oh,
loan,
yeah. That was it,
paid
yeah.
off on my
Okay.
loan, and that was all I could do. I didn't have the money to do otherwise. So
That's all Steve can do when it Stevens to you. Boop, 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 boop.
Peaches have also been 2 the entire game.
Peaches.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Peach color.
I'm gonna-
cream or whatever. Yeah.
I'm gonna rearrange, make these cheaper,
Wow.
and I'm gonna rearrange and make these cheaper.
Wow.
It's endgame. We're close.
I'm fine with that.
Well, no, that's why I'm saying it's a good idea.
Okay.
I'll buy 2 from you. Wait. I'm sorry.
Pay your interest first.
Yeah. There you go. Wow.
Pretty reasonable now.
I'll sail out.
Yeah.
Do I want to leave those there? Should I put them here? It is in game. Yeah.
But are they gonna be bought?
Nope.
Becomes the thing. It's like, do you chance that?
Well, right now they're worth points for him. They get on your ship, they're worth points for you.
Yeah, because
Oh,
they're worth.
okay.
They're,
I don't know
yeah.
how
3
to
points
experience.
each, I think.
I think
I can
they're-
read you the points
Yeah,
real
yeah.
quick.
Please read that because it does vary.
Containers remaining in the harbor store, and $3 for each container. Oh, additionally, each player receives $2 for every container remaining in their harbor store,
That's
and
two-
$3 for each container left on their ship.
Right. So you buying those
And then
removes
each
4 points from
player-
him and adds 6 to you.
And then each
If-
player
but again,
subtracts
that's how much it
11
costs me
for
to do the thing.
every loan.
Technically doesn't subtract. Give you 6 points.
Right.
Because you pay $6.
Yeah,
to
because
get
you
them,
pay the
yeah.
$6, but
Well,
it
take
would
away your
yeah, it
points.
would
Yeah, it would
take
take
4
away.
away from it.
It's Matt's turn, right?
One, two, three,
One of
four,
every
five.
color, Steven, eh?
I thought that would make it worthwhile.
Yeah.
You know, I figured it'd be big bueno for Joe particularly, because he's behind on a couple.
Just a little.
I'll produce.
Thanks.
That was a 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's either a 1 or a
It
0.
wasn't a 10.
Oh, there's no white, so can I make a different color? or
No, you
No.
can only produce the colors you got.
Take that sucker. Yeah. There we go, boy. Tell them like the hot.
Yeah. So we broke it with this for sure.
Yeah,
Game, so.
you're right, but we wouldn't have had any of that in the
Right.
original game, so there were several things would have changed dramatically. And,
We just wouldn't have produced as much.
yeah. Okay, my turn.
Mhm.
All right, so I'm gonna
I
do
would've
that
bought
to
him
pay
at
on the
2.
loan. And
Pretty sure I've just gone to your harbor and left.
Twice now you have. One time you sat there for like 4 turns. And you're like, yeah, maybe? No, nothing? Okay, bye.
You were proud to happen to you.
All right. Okay, so that'll be my first one, and the second one I'm going to the island, boys.
Boys.
I would like to take a $10 loan, please.
You need some
Can I have
split
some,
up so that you.
Yeah, 5221, please. Thank you, sir.
And you can only take the loan out ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
And when can you pay the loan?
Only on
End
your
of your
turn.
turn.
So I would have to
You have to pay the
lose
dollar.
one regardless.
Yep.
Yep. You must pay at least one. You can't do it until you've paid for your upkeep or your interest or whatever, which is not until your turn. So you're kind of after the A on that.
What you got there, Josh?
11.
I have 13.
11.
13.
Nice.
It's
Okay,
yours.
let me
Unless
think.
Steve wants to buy it off, yeah. Or wants to buy it instead.
Makes a difference.
And 26 money is what Steve would get.
Well, no, he wouldn't. Oh, yeah, if, yeah.
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 Yeah. So just a second, I need to do.
Steve, you
I do need to do a quick calculation.
You
Hold
could be
on.
the only one in the game with a 20.
No.
You'd show me.
I got another. I got more.
No, you don't have a 20.
I could make a 20 if I wanted to.
Okay, let me get you 20.
We
So you,
cannot
can,
break.
so you can ask for one.
We cannot break it the rest of the game, though.
Meow, 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 meow.
Sorry, I had to do a little
Yeah,
quick
yeah.
calculation to see whether or not it was actually worthwhile.
Doing the math to figure out
Yeah.
victory points versus victory points.
I appreciate that I get to sit on the side that it's facing.
Even though there's no reading.
Yeah. The thought was there, I think.
Well, since
All
I
right,
did
I'll
win
take
it,
the 26 or whatever. Yeah.
You get his zeros also.
That's not how it works.
I don't want to give him this money. I want to give him this.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pay off my loan right now.
What?
Now I'll go back.
Good thing I bought all these fucking whites. Peach is the real
It'll be
champion.
your turn.
Mm-hmm.
You should produce on your turn. What is... 8? Never mind. Cheese is my brain.
Cheese is your brain.
Yeah, cheeses.
Cheese
It's,
is my brain.
And I'll produce.
Wow. That was a different way of going to.
Excuse me.
Joe's over there now very considering certain things.
Good call.
Thank you. Produce.
Game ends.
You could choose not to actually produce the black. You do realize that.
No, you produce it all.
I thought it said you didn't have to produce every one.
No, because I've made sure to double check that.
You know, don't produce the black and then just end it with the brown anyway. Or with the
This allows
anyway.
player to take containers from the supply and place them into their factory. No matter how many containers are produced, the cost is $1. The number of containers
It says
production.
right here
I
that's
did it in the game. They're worth there.
The player taking this action must always produce all the containers that their machines allow, if possible.
Was that your second action or your first one?
That was my second action.
Okay.
Wait,
So-
wasn't it?
No, I thought that was your first action,
I repaid my
He
loan.
repaid his loan, and that's it.
which doesn't
Oh,
do
yeah,
anything.
so you
So
have
you
one
still
more
get your
action.
other action if you want to do something.
Yeah. I'll buy a blue one for Matt.
Just come.
Buy them both. Oh, you can't. Yeah.
Because that gives you money, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Final scoring takes place.
That was the best. You just put that out like it was a ship. It's like, and suddenly it was Feast for Odin. in
First,
this bitch.
each player reveals their container value card. These cards show the dollar value of each container.
Yep.
Keep the money out
I
there.
got at least 40.
Then
I got
each player
0.
sorts their containers on the foreign island by color, referring to the container value each card. Each player determines if they manage to purchase at least one container of all 5 colors. I think me and Matt did.
Yep.
If they manage to do so, the container colored as marked 510 are now worth 10 each. If they failed to collect all 5 colors, instead they're worth 5
I
value
get to
colors.
do this.
Next, before counting up the value of their
Yes, sir.
containers,
That'll be fine. We'll show in a minute, but that's fine.
what do you get to do?
I still get to pull this off because I ended the game with it. You'll see in a minute. It's fine. You'll read it.
We'll read it. Okay. Next, before counting up the value of their containers, each player must immediately determine which of the 5 colors they have the most of on their section
What?
of the foreign island board. There is too many of this container type in the economy, and that color must be discarded from their own section.
Can you please discard white from mine? Thank you.
What did you get rid of out of yours, Steve?
Also gray, white, whatever
Nice.
it was.
Oh,
I had to
Nice, man.
because that was my 510.
I think you might got me.
Yeah, it was of equal.
You got me.
That depends on. The,
Yeah, it depends
got
on what
me.
you have, money and whatever else.
Very close.
And plus stuff out in the
Arbor
and stuff.
It
out
is possible that the color being discarded is the 2 value color, and this means all worker collecting all 5 colors has been wasted by poor planning. In the case that a player has 2 or more colors, which is the most, the free pick, blah blah blah. If the ties between the 2 value has to go. Each player then receives money cards from the bank equal to the final value of all the remaining containers on their section
so
of
you
the
turn the
foreign
scene for
island
money.
board. Remember that even though a color was thrown out, the value of the 2 containers was a determining beforehand. These money cards are added to any money cards already in the player's hand. So that is 10, 20, 26 plus 4 is 30.
Mhm.
Matt?
That's 48.
Okay.
I mean, I'll just remember 48.
And then check that part because I'm.
Additionally, each player receives $2 for every container remaining in their harbor store and $3 for every container remaining on their ship.
Oh, nothing
Okay, so
for
you
here?
get 6 more. No, nothing in
Yeah.
there.
So
Could
6
I have
more.
taken that from Steve on my last turn?
What?
The bid? Not that it matters. but-
Probably.
Okay.
Almost for sure because I only had 2
And then it
on
would
there.
have ended at the end of my turn. I would have got the whatever $5 or
Yeah.
$4. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
All right.
All right, so you get 6
6.
more, and you get 2, and you get 6 as well, right? Or did
Yeah.
you? Is that purple? Oh, okay, yeah.
And you get
Finally, each player subtracts 11 for every loan card they still have in their hand. The player with the most money at the end of the final scoring is the winner.
Right, but with the investment bank, you got to flip to the other page because it talks about if you ended the thing with.
Game end. Remember the player cannot call the broker on the
20.
same turn they end the game. Any open call the broker auctions which is not resolved by the end of the game is immediately awarded to the player with the payment card.
Yeah.
Any money cards won are placed directly into the winning player's hand, and any containers won are placed at that player's personal harbor on the investment bank board. Any containers left at the player's personal harbor at the investment bank are worth $3 at the end of the game. Think you might got me, Matt.
I think Steve's got us.
That's.
Think so?
I don't think so, but I think you've got most.
Yeah, you got me.
Yeah.
You just got me in points from the island, I think. 'Cause that's 42.
I've only got 35. Because I didn't have enough stuff out here. I actually wanted that container, but you paid just enough that it was like I would have ended up actually getting 3
Yeah.
points.
I
less.
could have paid up to 27 for it and still would have got more points.
I put everything I had except one.
Right. I mean,
Because I was like, in the chance I tie, I want another card. to put
if
down.
I wouldn't have had the
What did you get, Matt?
52.
if I wouldn't have had the
52.
I got 48.
loan
Just off
already,
that.
Yeah.
I would have easily done it.
Because the
But
brown
having
was
one
my
loan
top,
and then having to
and
pay
then
a
the
second
purple was my
loan.
second.
Yeah,
loan.
that
That
worked
is
really
screwed me.
well for you, Joe.
6.
Woo!
Yep.
How'd you get 6?
6 points right here.
Yeah, because he didn't
Literally
have
all I
anything out
had.
here, and he didn't have any money left
No.
because of the way the thing was.
So Matt 52, Josh 42, Steven 35, and Joe 6.
I actually really liked it, but it definitely will be better once we play it. So if
It'll never get played again. Joe hates it. It's never going to see the table.
I don't hate it. I just.
Hate it.
No.
Residual upkeep would make a huge difference.
I don't think it's residual upkeep. This being played correctly or this not being
that has
at all.
nothing to do with it.
Yeah, it would.
We
It
played completely wrong in the beginning.
If
And
this
just charged too much, not knowing how to play the game.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. But all of that combined.
But
like
this
add
would
that
have helped.
plus that.
This
Yeah.
would have helped if I would have had 4 or 5 containers
Right.
that I could have picked up and went. People would have been, oh, I'm going to pay $5 for that, or even $4 for that, and then
Because I can't let you.
Then I got
it would have gotten
$8.
out here,
Yeah.
and there would have been more out there.
there would have been more out there, and people would have had more money. I'm just saying because the problem was we could only hold 2.
I only
Three.
delivered one thing with my ship. Like,
Yeah.
so I don't know if you guys did this. My strategy was to make stuff I didn't need, so the other people
Yeah.
would get it.
Yep.
Well,
Can you hand
the
me
thing
the
I
box,
needed
Joe?
most was this, and it wasn't being produced by anybody.
Yeah.
So I had to
forgot.
pick up one
Matt,
because I
can you
was
grab the
afraid
box
nobody
over
would.
there?
I forgot where
You
you
know?
put it.
The what?
The box. It's on the bottom shelf.
I liked it. I liked it a lot, but I.
Is
but
it the one that says container?
No,
I think so.
it's the one
No?
that says container.
Okay.
Container.
If you could separate these all out into their colors, please.
And you want to do initial impressions?
Yeah.
Sure.
Point it, Joe.
Josh, yeah, Joe go first. Yep.
6. It's okay. It's like reminds me a lot of Sellers Baton.
Really?
Yeah.
How?
It's all about making deals essentially, and
Not really.
I mean,
You're not making deals at all. I mean,
if you're not getting the right stuff to sell, no one's gonna buy from you, and you're not gonna have any resources. That's essentially what Sellers Baton is, right? If you're not getting the right resources, no one wants to trade with you. You can't. build
well,
up.
it's you could lose money and make it up by taking it to the island, though. Like you were always stuck on that. I'm never gonna sell this less than 4, where you could have, and then
It
you
wouldn't help me though. Me,
At that
me
point.
losing 6 at the beginning of the game crippled me for the rest of the game, and I couldn't make a comeback. Even if I sold them for 2, I still lost too much money at that point. And
I see, and I don't see
know.
that because a couple of the guys that I did see and everything was working right, they got low on money immediately. Like everybody got low on money in the game that I watched.
yeah,
But the difference is that they did start, like they started off, they didn't care because it was just get it out there, get stuff going, and once you started to get stuff rolling through, it would get better over time, you know. But again, and the big thing is this card makes a huge amount of difference, right? You know, like if you can get these things to go off,
Yeah.
there's so many points in that it easily makes up for what you have if you have the right. All you have to do is get the right combination of stuff out there.
Like
you know?
I also grabbed black because I wanted Steve to buy black because that's what I wanted the majority of. He just didn't buy it.
Yeah, black was actually my third highest,
Yeah.
or depending on how you look at it. But the problem with that is that then I got into the point where I couldn't, like the amount that I had, I couldn't quite.
Same with
afford
Josh.
it.
When Josh was here, I put stuff out that I wanted to go to the island.
I think the problem was like you
definitely would-
never shipped to the island, Joe, but you could
I did it
never.
twice.
Did I buy it from you, or I mean,
Yeah,
then
someone
you
bought it for me both times, but it was like
you just didn't have
so
enough.
little money, or I always had to take a loan out to be able to buy the containers in the first place because I couldn't make enough
Yeah.
to buy the containers. Because producing is
I
not the
guess
smart
a
way to go.
bag
give it a
for
six?
all the
Producing
money.
is tough.
Give it a 6.
Where did you?
Yeah,
Where did you put all the? Can I get all the money, Joe?
yeah. This is all money,
Yeah, this is gonna get sketchy. I'll probably.
and these are the other.
I think I'll give it an 8. I almost want to give it an 8.5, but I'll go with an 8. I think I'm pretty sure I would give it an 8.
If Steve gives an 8.5, I want to lower mine to 5.
Nope.
I don't want to
Wow,
give a
Joe.
false
Score should not affect yours.
I know.
Yeah, why would that affect you at all?
Because he doesn't. Because
he doesn't
he's
want the
gonna,
average
'cause
to be
he's gonna
higher.
be
Yeah.
facetious about it. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like, you know.
I don't
I
know.
like how they're stacked. I guess they're still together.
I mean, you're right. Because normally we take into all the things that account, and obviously these are shitty components, and it's shitty everything else, and nothing about the game is obviously good. So you're right. Obviously your 6 is your 5 is super
I'll stick
valid.
with a 6. It's fine.
Yeah, it has really good components. The game makes
This
sense
is not
to me.
the normal version of the game, though. Can't
No,
put that
no.
out. This is the deluxe jumbo edition.
Yeah, yeah.
So
that's
if someone
the
goes
game
out and
I-
finds
that's the version.
container, they're not gonna get.
No, it comes
all
with like
this
little
stuff.
plastic car or little plastic
You
bolts
can't
that are
add-
this.
Which is
you-
fine. Which is fine.
And they're
You
little-
can't
and they're
actually easily
wood.
get the regular version of container. My understanding.
print.
I think this is
Okay.
the version that's available.
Which is-
from what I've seen.
Oh,
like
cool.
I actually seen a copy. There's a copy of this out in an RAW in this form.
Yeah,
But I considered picking up when I didn't realize you had it.
yeah.
I was like, oh man, that game looked really great.
Well, this was on my list of games I've kind of wanted for a while because I've heard good things about it. Because it's a good, my understanding, it was a good like economics game because it's all about
I think
buying
it would
and
be
selling.
Really, I think
and-
it'd be really good on that second or third playthrough because you have to really experience it once to understand that.
that you
You
kind
know,
of
like
in the
that
beginning.
you kind of have to
Yeah.
let the economy do something.
I think
you know?
I think it definitely would have been good if we would have kept. Okay, you can have unlimited.
Well,
things
that would
out
have
there.
changed some
Yeah.
things, and then there would have been
Because then you could have.
I'm-
Because then
yeah.
you could have went out there and bought.
I couldn't have. I never.
Three
bought it
contain-
because I wasted it all
here's
at the
the
beginning of
thing.
the
Well,
game.
Oh, no.
well, Joe, you could have easily got 3 containers for $4 like I did because you probably had $4.
I didn't have $4.
You
But
did
the
once
game,
you-
I had $2 or $1.
Right, but you could have taken the loan and actually done that instead of doing what you were doing otherwise.
You-
And then those
the
containers
point.
would have went
You
out
could
and
have
you
done
could
the
have
phone
sold for
thing
more.
a couple times when I did.
The
That
what?
The loan, whatever this thing was.
The brokerage,
The
yeah.
broker.
Because you had a shit ton of things that you made, just like I did.
Yeah, and I did it. I stole it from
Yeah.
you twice.
Right, no,
yeah.
but there were earlier points where you could have potentially done that too. That you chose not to because you weren't sure how the
Because
thing
like the
is,
first
you know?
time I did it, I made $4, but $4 was crucial.
yeah, it was. Yeah. I just
I'd give it a solid 7. I would give it more.
Josh didn't like it that much either.
I never rate anything high.
Yeah, I know you don't.
Right, and I'm the opposite of that. I rated
Yeah.
everything.
I don't-
fairly
I
I think
rate-
the highest I've given anything was an 8. No, what did we play where we each gave it like an 8 or a 9?
Joe gave
the
the
dice-
10 the
yeah,
dice
the
and
roll.
roll thing.
Yeah,
I wasn't
yeah.
here
It was,
for
like,
that.
it was like a 9.
Yeah, and we're
It
like,
wasn't
this
a
is
10.
probably
Yeah,
the highest
Gotcha and
rated
Clever.
game.
Yeah, Gotcha and Clever was I think what we gave. Really
I liked
the
it.
first.
I would definitely play it again, but I would like to play a lot of my games again. But
Yeah,
um,
and, yeah.
I was gonna give it a 7. I was thinking 7.5, but I never do half, so it's closer to a 7. I think it would
So
be.
it's 7 average.
Yeah, I think it would be better on a second playthrough.
second
yeah.
playthrough, or just remove that board where you don't even
Yeah, I
play
would be
with
interested
it.
without it. Oddly enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, and
I
I,
think
would
that-
love to have it and play it right, and I wouldn't like it. I don't think as much without it.
Yeah, because then you're gonna.
Because you're right. Because if I didn't do my economy well to where I'm overproducing, then this is my way to make something back.
Right.
Correct.
It is the one way to, and also money goes out and doesn't come in as
Yeah.
easy
Yeah.
if you're buying from your own
Well, it's
stuff.
funny because $4 is worth $4 at the beginning of the game, but towards the end of the game, $4 is now worth $8 or $10.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
it really
it-
is for either
I mean,
way
your
if you're
container.
selling.
Yeah.
Yeah, Again, it depends on where you're going to sell that stuff. It makes
It's
a
all
difference.
about the container.
Well, yeah.
I liked it a lot, but
So that brings us an average of 7. So it's not bad.
no,
not great.
It's a good.
Not
Yeah.
bad.
Where is it rated on BGG? Does anybody know?
I don't know.
Anybody have the app?
Live, we'll check.
We will.
How down
check.
the vet
Hey!
rated
I
compared to
actually
BGG.
was just there on the page.
Yeah. We just got an email.
7.1 out of 10.
Se-
we
no,
go.
7.8.
What is it?
7.8 for the
what
10th
number is?
anniversary jumbo.
What number is it?
What number?
Oh, yeah.
Overall rank 911.
946.
911.
Oh, that's ratings. Yeah, sorry.
Yep. Overall rank 904 or 911. Strategy rank 432.
There you go.
So
Still enjoyed it. Still liked
yeah,
it.
I
Glad I
I
bought
liked
it.
it a lot.
So I
I
bought
do
it
hope
for
we get to play it again.
the way I.
I'm surprised I won.
No, that end one made it, and I thought about bidding. I thought about bidding
In
like
the middle,
17 or 18 because that was worth like 28 points or 29 points for me. So I was like, well, should I risk losing it and not
Yeah.
gaining that amount of points, or should I go?
Well, that was like if Joe wouldn't have ended the game, I would have ended the game for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that benefited you more. I think you pulled what, like 30 points off of that.
I'm
last
sure, yeah,
one.
because it gave me another purple, which then became 10 points because
Yep.
I had all the
and
colors.
it had a black.
And it
on
had the brown, which was another 10 points.
yeah. My big thing on that one was that I actually wanted that last ship that I put down, but then to have to take the second loan to then
Yeah.
bid even equal to you
It
would have been too much of a
negated it,
negative
yeah.
because I wasn't going to get another opportunity. To
I almost
get
thought
back around
about
it.
waiting for you to take a loan and then take a second loan and just go boom.
I
Here's
didn't,
20.
I didn't take a loan the entire game.
Yeah. I did the one time and I paid it back the very next. So I only.
I thought about it in that last room.
I only lost.
No, I'll
I
just...
only lost one.
I screwed myself big time. The one essentially completely washout round was bad, and then the other
Yeah.
one, there's.
I think that would have changed though. The board would have definitely changed because
Yeah,
I think
I'd
people would have used it more, and then people would have shipped more, and then money would have been more. Into
Yeah,
the
they
economy
said
more.
in the heavy cardboard thing, they played once before they actually filmed it, and said that the first time that they did it, that centerboard didn't get used very much at all, and then that second playthrough, it got used a ton. There was almost as much going there, and one of the things one of the guys said is that it does lower the amount of production that happens by having that board because people tend to go there instead of going otherwise, or it like gives another thing that's not production to do. But again, if you're a little bit out of whack, that's kind of the way to get yourself back in potentially into whack. You know, like to give yourself a chance, because otherwise, again, and this is based just on what they were talking about, that once you get in a bad situation without that center board, it's super hard to come back from it.
There's
It's
definitely
really, really, really difficult because there's nothing to do.
because I think it would have changed because there were so many containers on the one side that the money wasn't worth. Like you know what I mean?
Like if I could have done that
If
thing,
that board was there though, you guys would buy more from Matt and I instead.
yeah, but we
right.
wouldn't have paid the amount that you were putting them out for.
Let's
That's
put
the
them out
whole-
for $1, and you guys weren't buying them because you had stuff out there in your warehouses. So
well,
it was crippling our economy by having that
Well,
board.
the-
It was
the-
crippling
the-
my
the-
economy
the-
by having
the-
the board. Yeah.
yeah.
Because I would say I'm probably the majority of the buyer of your stuff.
Yeah.
I
I
didn't
bought,
buy
I
one
bought
thing
from them.
last, though.
I bought from them 3 different times.
Yeah.
I only
and
bought
if you
from
bought-
the main board once. I only use the main
Yeah,
board
and I
once.
yeah.
It takes a long time. That's the bad part, right? It takes an entire turn to go.
I only
around.
Right,
use
but
it
it could be
once.
big return on reward. You know what I
Yeah.
mean, like return on investment. And again, but the toughest part actually about that is
I think
if
it
you're
would have been
spending
bidding
money,
wars though.
You're tying up money that you can't use on anything else
Yeah.
during the round. Like so, you can't bid on anything if you get bids up or anything like that. And that
Well, I
does
think
make it hard.
other people would have bid too against that, which would have then put more money
Well,
into the economy.
Right,
also.
but my point is like, okay, if let's say that I really want that thing, and I put $6 or $7 down on it, right? If nobody does anything, it's still $7 I don't have. So if he goes to the island and he goes to the island, I'm $7 short of what I can actually bid on that
Yeah.
island stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And it does, screw me.
But then
out.
I don't think you guys would have produced as much because then there's no like you're not being able to put 6 things on there because then those 6 things would be worth, more money potentially. So I don't think you would have been.
Well, I was producing them. I mean, I don't know. It just didn't seem like I wasn't making any money producing. Even
Yeah,
though I was
I
producing
think
for
you
them.
were definitely producing overly much
Yeah.
for what needed to happen.
That was the only thing I could do though to make
Well-
money because I couldn't afford to buy.
Well, that's why
the
I'm saying this
containers.
would have made a difference because you wouldn't have overproduced to try to make $5 off of this board because it would have been a different dynamic.
Yeah.
Lower those prices.
I was in
earlier,
the same
would've bought 'em.
position. I produced.
That wouldn't have
I
helped
only
me in the game.
I produced 3 times, and those
$4?
Yeah, I told you
never
$4
moved
is
off of
close
Yeah,
it.
enough.
you-
The stuff that I produced the second time I produced, I put stuff down, and it wasn't actually that expensive.
Yeah, it
And
was
some
1,
people-
2, and 2 or
Nobody bought anything off of me.
I bought one brown,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. But that's true for you, but you kept producing.
Yeah.
Right. The difference is I was like, okay, well, I'm not obviously getting anybody to buy my stuff, so I need to get out and do something else with it in order to do anything. You know.
Yeah.
It's an interesting game, though. It's interesting the way the different things play together. I would definitely happily play it again. But whatever.
It definitely played totally different, but that's all.
And I've heard it plays good at 3, 4, or 5. Like even 3 is supposed to be a very good game.
And it was pretty quick. I thought it would be a lot.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a lot longer.
game.
I was surprised when you were like, "I want to play it," and you were like, "Sure," and I was like, "Okay, I guess this is
This
going
is
to be a
90
long one."
minutes.
Yeah. But they said that everything I've seen is 2 hours is realistic.
I mean, it was
maybe
about
more.
2 hours for us.
and maybe more.
2.5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2.5. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, with explanation, a little bit of slope, a little bit of I don't know
And
what to do
obviously some
because there's
effing
a,
up some
yeah.
stuff, but you know.
If we played again, I don't think I would buy anything at the beginning of the game
No, and definitely that makes a difference. Like
Yeah.
buying another machine
because it's pointless.
didn't,
it doesn't make
didn't
you
benefit.
money.
I
you know.
would have
Going
bought
to the island
I
makes
would
you
have bought.
money. That's it.
I think buying an extra.
Other things make you money. You have to do the other stuff, or nobody has it.
I think-
you have to produce.
I think-
How do you get containers if you don't?
I think-
produce?
Other people produce.
But that's my point.
And then they
somebody's
lose the
got
game.
to produce. Somebody's got to produce. Is my point. And
know.
really, and
No, I
really,
only had one less than you.
Yeah.
right. And he did again. He got stuff to the island.
I think
You never. You. I mean, I'm not saying that
I
you
only
had
took
the
stuff to
easy-
island once. Yeah.
Yeah, I only took stuff to the island once. My game plan
No,
from
no,
the
no,
beginning
no.
was like, I'm just gonna
You-
buy off
I'm
other
not saying you
people.
took stuff to the island. I didn't say that.
Yeah.
He had stuff on the island.
Yeah.
You had opportunities to buy. I'm not saying that you did
Had the
poorly
money.
in that. I'm just saying you had opportunities to buy, and several times stuff that went through only went for like 4 or 5. I understand that would have been maybe didn't seem like a lot, but if you get that full set, then suddenly it starts to pay off.
I'm not gonna lie, Steve. Literally, majority of the game, I had $1 to $2 in
yeah,
my hand.
he had.
I've
usually,
never had money.
That's what I did. That's like one
That's
point
why I was
we
like,
were
what
looking
else
over
can I
at you
do?
guys.
I
I'm
guess
like,
I'll produce because
how
I
the
have
hell
eight.
did they make this much money?
Because I didn't. The only reason I had some was because I didn't spend. And there were several times where I had 4 things, and I literally only had $3, $2, $3 for 3 turns.
Well, you instantly bought like 3 machines and just blew through all your money.
That's what I
real
was going to
quick,
do until
yeah.
he did it, and I was like, well, I guess I'll try a
I
warehouse.
think
too,
I think a
but-
warehouse in the beginning wouldn't be bad, and then you could store two containers, and then people would buy from you quicker.
I think I bought one of each
potentially.
my first turn, didn't I?
You
Yeah.
did,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is like 6 and 5
4.
or something like that.
And I would have done that had I done it right or had done the other thing. I mean, I wasn't actually upset with where I got to. About the
But yeah,
second
in the
round, I
beginning,
accepted it.
not making everything worth $3-4
Yeah, that would have been.
would make a big difference.
would make a difference because it's
But
like.
I tried. I thought I priced everything one below you guys.
But I think everybody went and bought the
Yeah.
colors that they thought
Yeah.
everybody else wanted potentially. You know what I mean?
It wasn't going to be easy either way.
Because it's almost like you produce what you want to buy because somebody else
I did
like
the opposite.
will produce what you want to end up out to pick up from a boat.
I did the opposite.
Right, but that doesn't necessarily. Again, no matter what you produce, you like okay. So you didn't pick the thing that was highest, but who had that highest? Like eventually, even the stuff that's not is still worth points, and you need all the colors.
Yeah.
So the thing is and you can't buy from your own stuff. So if you're producing it and it goes to somebody else, you can go and get it from there and then get it to the island.
Yeah.
So producing stuff that other people want is not, or that you think is the best thing for them is not necessarily. I mean, yes, it gives you some income, but it doesn't necessarily help you if you're trying to fill that stuff out. One dude in the playthrough never went to the island, didn't have anything on the island at all, but he ended up with $90 in straight up cash at the end. And he had like 2 containers,
Yeah.
and then and then everybody else had it was a 5-player game, and the other 4 guys had some combination of that stuff, combinations of whatever and whatever. And they were all in the 90s to 100s, which again, the guy said it was one of the most bloated economies he'd seen, but still they were all relatively close in that thing. So. I don't know. I like the. So.
All right.
I'm glad I didn't pay one big lump sum for it because I know it's going to sit on a shelf forever.
Anytime you want to get it out again, you
Yeah,
let
I
me
know.
know. I'll happily drive.
3 a.m. on a Wednesday.
That doesn't bother me.
Yeah, Steve would still drive out. He's like, I got a vacation
right there,
day.
Josh.
He's like, I got a vacation
What?
day.
What? Okay, I'll just go right back and go to work.
Yeah.
Finish the game. On my way back.
Nope.
All right.
All right. Well, I guess that's it for tonight.
I'm Steve.
Yep.
I'm Josh.
I'm Joe,
I'm Matt.
and you've been watching Down the Vent. Bye.
Bye.